to Ikorodu on Monday. Right on the Sunday, you know, go back you put your door Tuesday. On your Tuesday, you know, as a paragraph, you say paragraph on your, tàbí kéèyàn lò kéèyàn fi ṣe wípé kéèyàn fi rúyàn lójú, kéèyàn ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ìrújú, wípé àfẹ́sọ ọjọ́ tó kù yẹn, kò jẹ́ kí n jẹ́ ọjọ́ mi lò fún but wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Àmọ́ ọjọ́ Monday yẹn ó yẹ ká lọ sí Ìkòròdú torí kó fẹ́ lọ ra ọjà sínú ṣọ́ọ̀bù fún ìyá rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ Monday yẹn. Ọjọ́ Monday tẹ́ ẹ sọ yìí ó yẹ ká lọ. Ọjọ́ Monday yẹn ó yẹ we suppose ó yẹ ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀ ó yẹ ká lọ sí Ìkòròdú ní ọjọ́ Monday. Ó yẹ ká lọ Ìkòròdú ní ọjọ́ Monday láti lọ ra ọjà sínú ṣọ́ọ̀bù fún ìyá rẹ̀. We suppose to go to Ìkòròdú on Monday. Then, but he died on Tuesday. Okay, what happened on Monday? What caused delay on Monday? Is there anything happened on Monday that caused delay? You never say it. Oh, something said in your Monday. Tí o jẹ́ kí mo bá jùlọ síbẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ Tuesday. Tí o jẹ́ kó lọ ní Monday tó wá jẹ́ pé Tuesday ló wá lè wá sọ pé kú. Ọjọ́ kan láàkọ́kọ́ kan ká tó kan Tuesday. Monday láàkọ́kọ́ kan. Kí ló dé tó mú ọjọ́ Monday wá? Ọjọ́ Monday ló yẹ kẹ́ ẹ lọ Ìkòròdú. Àmọ́ ó kú ní Tuesday. Ìlú ọ̀rọ̀ wo ni? Ṣé bí Monday láàkọ́kọ́ kan ká tó kan Tuesday? Ẹ sọ wípé Tuesday ló kú. Ó yẹ ká kọ́kọ́ lọ sí Ìkòròdú. Ó yẹ ká lọ sí Ìkòròdú ní ọjọ́ Wednesday. Bó ti yẹ ká ẹ lò nìyẹn. Ó yẹ ká lọ sí Ìkòròdú ní we supposed to go to Ìkòròdú on Wednesday. If you want to use that word and correct word, then correct word for the day that boy died. You supposed to tell the world that Mohbad died. We supposed to go to Ikorodu on Wednesday or in Kai on Tuesday. That is correct word. But we supposed to go to Ikorodu on Monday, he died on Tuesday. That is wrong. God bless you. That is wrong. Alright, that is rubbish narrative. That is script actress script wrong. Actress script. The way to correct that is actress script. Jezebel, blah blah script. We supposed to go to Ikorodu on Wednesday or Thursday. We supposed to go to Nigeria embassy. We supposed to go to Canada embassy. He's supposed to go to Canada embassy on Wednesday, but he died on Tuesday. People will know that on Wednesday they don't know that. Wow. On Tuesday they don't know shop before you are wow. On Tuesday, yeah. But ó yẹ ká lọ lọ́jọ́ Monday, ó yẹ ká lọ embassy, ká lọ rẹ̀ gba passport, ó wá kú ní Tuesday. Àti mọ̀ pé àjẹ́ kan ti pàjẹ́ lánàá. Sáà mọ̀ pàjẹ́ ti pa ẹnìyẹn jẹ ní àná. Ó ti yín lọ́rùn kan lánàá ní òru. Ó ló fa ẹnjú àfidé lọ síbẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ Monday yẹn mọ́ tó fi wá di pé Tuesday lè wá announce it. Definitely, Wunmi also give us the orúkọ ẹ̀ náà lẹ̀. Wunmi orúkọ ẹ̀ ti wọ̀ wé bí o. I'm not here. That means we need to emphasize on that Monday. Ó dé yàn mélòó? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Èèyàn mẹ́jọ. Driver sọ wípé ní òjúmọ́júmọ́ ariwo ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n wá bá wọn. Wọ́n ní pé kò ń gbé mọ́tò fáwọn. Pé kò fi mọ́tò drive wọn lọ síbi tí wọ́n ti lọ ra first aid tí wọ́n fi tọ́jú Mohbad ní ọjọ́ Monday. Ní òjúmọ́júmọ́ ọjọ́ Monday mọ̀ tó sọ pé kò sí mọ́tò. Onígbà tó di àárọ̀ ní nǹkan bí ìbẹ̀rù àwọn bá géètì gbà wọ́n sì géètì fún òun sì wà lójú ọ̀nà. Wọ́n bèèrè lọ́wọ́ Dàmọ́lá nínú interview tí Dàmọ́lá ṣe wọ́n ní lẹ́wà kíláàsì bí Dàmọ́lá lérè ó ní sórí sí Dàmọ́lá rí nígbà tó ń lọ síbi iṣẹ́ láàárọ̀ láago 11 ní aago 7 ní 6 to 7 a.m. tó lò máa lọ báńkì tó máa lọ bí iṣẹ́ ojú orí ẹni mọ́tò ojú orí dírẹ́bà táwọn olówó rẹ̀ ní sí. Ibo ni dírẹ́bà lọ dírẹ́bà dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó ayé mọ̀ wípé òun wà níta ó ní Wùmí gan ló bọ́lẹ̀ ní nǹkan bíi lọ tún mọ́tò rẹ̀ sí. Báwo ni Dàmọ́lá ọ̀sẹ̀ ni? That is all this thing. Ntí Dàmọ́lá sọ is a script. Ó ti parọ́. Irọ́ tí Dàmọ́lá pa tó ló tún fi Wùmí sí ẹlẹ́rìí. Wípé Wùmí gan bọ́lẹ̀. Ókè báwo ni Dàmọ́lá ọ̀sẹ̀ wá rí ìyẹn tó sì pé gbogbo wọn gbogbo iṣẹ́ nítorí. Torí pé Monday that Monday anybody torí according to driver ni nobody go in nobody enter nobody go out and nobody enter. Kò sẹ́ni tó jáde kò sẹ́ni tó wọlé sí tó fi kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀. Ok, ìgbà wo ni Dàmọ́lá jáde tí òfin rí mọ́tò dírẹ́bà níbi tó bẹ́ẹ̀gì torí ó lòun fi mọ́tò kírọ́ọ̀sì
ojú ọ̀nà géètì yẹn.
Ó lòun fi mọ́tò kírọ́ọ̀sì géètì báwo wá ni Dàmọ́lá ò ṣe rí dírẹ́bà ń ta tí Wùmí fi bọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ látòkè tó dẹ̀ fi padà rí. That means irú ọ̀wọ́n tó ń pa ẹ̀fílẹ̀ Dàmọ́lá yẹn ọkùnrin ni èèyàn bí Wùmí ni wàá pàdé àgbákò bí Wùmí wàá pàdé ẹbí bí Fọláṣadé. Àwọn ẹbí bí ẹbí Wùmí ìran bí ìran jòsí oníyàwó kọ́ àgbàlagbà lẹ́nu gbèsè àyè òòlè lóṣèlú àwọn tí wọ́n padà sọ.
Ṣẹ́rí tá a bá tún wo nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ń bẹ̀ yẹn tá a bá wo analysis bẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n nígbà táwọn jáde àwọn ti yọ lẹ́kùn because wọ́n gbàgbé nǹkan sínú ilé tán padà lọ wọ́n gbàgbé kí sínú ilé tán padà já lẹ́kùn so wọn ò rí lẹ́kùn yẹn tì nígbà tó ń rí lẹ́kùn yẹn tì nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn kan náà tó sọ pé àwọn méjì kan wọlé àwọn méjì tó wọlé yẹn ṣá lè sọ pé because according to Dàmọ́lá wọ́n ti lọ ṣókòó tó dé láti Ìbàdàn ṣé Dàmọ́lá ní personal key ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ni àbí ńgbà tí wọ́n ti jábẹ̀ yẹn lòun fi ráyè wọlé. So ṣáàlì sọ pé Dàmọ́lá àti Zomo àwọn ni àwọn méjì tán padà wọnú ilé yẹn lára àwọn tí wọn ò tẹ̀lé wọn lọ sí ṣóò tí wọn ò dé bá wọn padà wá sínú ilé. Because tí Dàmọ́lá tó lóun jáde láàárọ̀ lọ síbi iṣẹ́ tí dírẹ́bà lóun wà ń bẹ̀ anybody ò jáde láàárọ̀ Monday ó mí pé Dàmọ́lá dẹ̀ lóun ti dé láti Sunday òun ò bá wọn ti lọ sí ṣóò Dàmọ́lá ti wà nílé kán tó dé láàárọ̀ òun lóun jáde lọ bí iṣẹ́ Dàmọ́lá ò jáde lọ síbi iṣẹ́ according to driver ó anybody ò jáde ẹ̀jọ̀ 1 minute.
Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ fún mi, I serve the Lord. Nǹkan ló ti mi ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sí nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn.
So ẹ̀jẹ̀ fún mi 1 minute kí n kàn fi conclude ilé ìṣó káwọn tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ̀
jù.
So nínú as much as tí Dàmọ́lá ò bá ti sí mbẹ̀ tí Dàmọ́lá ò tẹ̀lé wọn wọlé tí ò tẹ̀lé wọn lọ sí ṣó báwo ló ṣe wọlé òun ní kí tiẹ̀ òun wá lóun jáde láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì láti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ dírẹ́bà lẹ́nìbọ̀dì ò jáde so ń bo ni Dàmọ́lá wà nílé.
Collect money, you dey do like that for one. What is it?
No, but is Harry supposed to be in charge of collecting ransom? With my team, and the team is moved.
Is Harry supposed to be in charge of collecting ransom? Is Harry supposed to be in charge of collecting ransom? Is Harry supposed to be in charge of negotiation for on behalf of kidnappers?
Is Harry
supposed to be recovering weapons? Let's call a spade a spade.
Zumi, that is why I told you.
And they only use the word that is my team. Who are the team? The police, the army.
Zumi, that is why I told you this is a crime. Harrison no know say wetin dey do that crime. Zumi, I said this thing earlier.
I just said that right now that the police is coming to talk right now. I appreciate it, but I wish they have said something at the onset. It's not they will allow Harrison. And
when they never investigate matter, please, what do you want me to do?
If I talk to my brother, police.
Okay, thanks. What do you want to do? See what brothers, when I remember that my way that they call Asari Dokubo. When I remember that English way that they call say, now they have left you behind.
You don't talk from my mouth.
They have left you behind. You know what? The way this woman they tell you now say everything was staged. It gets some police officers when Harrison they give small thing where they do all those
You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say
No,
that.
are they alleged now? Allegedly. Allegedly, wait now.
There's no alleged. That's why you tell me that this
Allegedly, Oga, wait. Make I say allegedly. Make I Oga, wait, make I talk am allegedly. So allegedly, he dey wait now. Allegedly, they give some people. That's why they use them. They take picture, they do video. Make I tell you now who are.
because of let me correct you there. Let me correct you. Their technical way of alleging. Are you hearing me? Now, earlier I said yes. We cannot trust all the police. Are you hearing me?
That's it. Now you come.
It's everywhere, even in the United States. If you listen to the documentary of how Tupac died out there, and there's a documentary like that, you'll see that some police compromise the killing. Are you hearing me? So it happens, Oga. It's everywhere. You can't
Oga, wait, make I land. Make I land for.
Oga, wait. Answer my own question.
Oga,
I also say that if Harrison is prosecuted, investigation is also supposed to go in to find out those officers. If I thought
Thank you. Now you are
I'm not saying
talking.
I am wrong. I'm not saying Harrison is wrong or right. I don't know.
Thank you. Now you are talking.
Going on.
Thank you, sir.
Both Harrison and any officer that has also been going with Harrison.
Just news, make the person finish.
If there's an investigation going on, they should not only be investigating Harrison, even the police officer, everybody in thought, because they will not now say Harrison is a bad person. The same police people that were working with him will not come out and say he's a bad person. So I really appreciate the fact that you've acknowledged that they can be bad and good police people. But let them not only be bringing out Harrison, let them bring out everybody. Let them bring out everybody. Make everybody come and see, say, okay, yes, this is what is wrong, this is what is right. So we Nigerians will be better people. And we know that if we commit crime, we cannot go like that empty-handed. That's just my own point. And police should not allow a common citizen to be speaking or to be handling case. A citizen without certification that is not part of the police, that is not part of any training. I know the amount of training, like you said, when you came on, that you've done and you've gone through. Does Harrison have any certification to show that he has gone through that same training that you have gone? No, he doesn't. But he is the person we are hearing some high-level information, like you call it, security information from. The police is supposed to come out and tell him if he was doing the wrong thing. If he was doing the wrong thing, the police would have said, Harrison, you're not supposed to be talking about kidnap case. You do not have the authority. If you're volunteering for us, fine. Then if I thought Harrison is speaking on behalf of the police or what is going on, he should come up with a backing that, oh, police have given me this backing, that I can speak with them, and the police is also.
He has said this thousands of times. How do you want to say?
Yeah, so why are they not running away from the team?
Who are the team? My team, who are the team?
No, when Harrison said team, Harrison did not include the police people. Harrison had people that he worked with as police.
Harrison speak for the police, please.
Harrison cannot speak for the police. Delta State have a Benjamin, no, not the Benjamin.
Harrison cannot and will not speak for the Nigerian police. All those
Syria police got it wrong. Your police got it wrong.
If you are not speaking, mute your mic, please.
Allow me now to say something now. See, in Delta State,
Look at who are you talking to? Nami?
No, I'm talking to officer. I've seen where Harrison work with some police people to rescue people. Then Harrison will say, me and he and my team. That team that he's making reference is not police people. He has people that work with him. But now, the police people now, when Harrison makes such statements, I expect Delta State Police PRO to also make a statement because there is a police attached to Harrison. Now, that Delta State PRO now will make a statement because of that police that attached to Harrison. With respect to that kidnapping they release. In that situation, that means they are giving us accounts of what is happening. Like sometimes now, you said that there's a lot of things that police are doing behind the scene that they will not come and tell us. But sir,
There are sometimes we hear that along Ekpoma Road that they kidnap a full bus. We will not hear anything about that. If police rescued such kind of thing, they're supposed to make such kind of information public for us to know that we are safe. You can't keep such kind of information secret from the citizens of the state that the full bus will lost enter a forest. No, we will not hear their release. We will not hear anything about them. You can't keep such kind of information secret. That's my submission, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, can I say something?
Yes, bless you.
I really appreciate what the policeman said here. In fact, his submission was like 100%. Like I was even in the comment section saying search warrants, arrest warrants, and those stuff. He's on point. But however, with somebody like Harrison is just like Gumi. Gumi now that the whole country now is trying to apprehend. You understand? Harrison is just like Gumi. I'm telling you. Now, Gumi is the one negotiating for bandits. He's the one doing everything for bandits. You understand? He's not bigger than Nigeria. Remember when this man in Borno was crying up and down that time? Samuel Along. Yes. They were the ones that brought people to come and do something for them. But at the end of the day, you will not be bigger than the government in a way that they cannot be able to control your excesses. And that's exactly what we are seeing here now. Whenever you bring someone... Hello? Whenever you bring someone into a place that the person does not know where his rights, entitlement, and title ends, it usually becomes a bigger problem when you want to strip that person of the title. Because a custom, people might have been accustomed to that thing that the person is saying, that the person is doing, just like we are being accustomed, a section of me, so what we are seeing on videos and content with respect to Harrison. But the police is still sitting today and they are saying that they did not give him those rights. That there is a difference between right and entitlement that he is claiming.
Okay. Bless you no more.
Yes?
Has police released any press release?
If they are, no, I'm not saying they release any press release. Thank you very much for that question. The press release now, okay? They are hiding it under investigation, that they are still investigating. Okay, and that is what the country is expecting them to do with respect to this.
One question I asked, hold on. You just finished telling us that police said that they did not give him that right. So where did you get that from?
Who is responsible? To ask another question, but who is now responsible for giving Harrison the opportunity to? She cannot answer. Nobody can answer.
Hello, Zubi. Can you hear me, Zubi? I like I've always said earlier. Now remember. Sometime at the talk, I beg, Mook will learn as individuals, civilian or not civil.
Police has not said anything about this whole thing. Nobody
learn to read it. Sometimes we have the Constitution of Nigeria, as amended in 1999. Read them, know your rights. The police also have what they call the Police Act. Read them to know the limits, to know these things. These are small things. One of the reasons why some of these things they look strange, or some of us are being beclouded with our emotions, is because we never read them to know that these things exist. We're being beclouded with our emotion because we never read them to know that these things exist. Like I've always said, to So you know there are things, not because you are involved, not because I'm involved. The police will just wake up one morning. Because Mr. Edu is not going to things, not because of you, not because I'm involved. The police will just wake up one morning. Because Mr. Edu is not going to just come in. Not because I'm involved. The police will just wake up one morning. Because Mr. Edu is not going to just come in.
Yes, I'm coming, guys. Yeah, going to the car. I'll join you.
No. Earlier I said it. The matter is under investigation. 1. 2. Everything will be based on the laws. And these laws of Nigeria, there is sections upon sections upon sections. We have the sections of the Constitution that talks more on kidnapping. We have the section of the Constitution that talks more on individual right. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Kidnapping. There's a section we talk about human rights. They are going to look into it section by section to see where you go wrong, where you don't go wrong. Secondly, again, you know what? Because you don't know that these things exist, the sections of the Constitution, these things exist. And those who, when you hear them, because you don't know, when you hear them, it makes you strange. Harrison is not working with the police. The police is not a team to Harrison. The law permits you to volunteer. There are cases where Zubi, you can come and say, this is where happened because it's my place, because my this, I know this place. When the Nigerian police to assist, but there's a limit to it which you can go. There's a limit. So it's not a team. Alice is not a team. And that is why some part of the north, you can see that volunteer vigilante, they support the Nigerian army. To be according, you can see that even some part of the north, volunteers, they assist the police force, the army, in fighting Boko Haram. Don't pretend you don't know. And if you don't know, I'm telling you,
I'll respond to you once you're done, sir.
Okay, does not make them a member of the Nigerian police force or team. And they are not, if today they're succeeding in killing, they cannot speak for the Nigerian police. They should know that.
Yes.
They cannot.
Thank you.
They can never speak.
Daddy, thank you so much for this. Yes, so thank you so much, Daddy, for this information, and I really appreciate you. I am not saying that maybe the police, if Harrison is saying the police, he has a team, the police is in a team. The first thing first is that every citizen has a limit, and I second that when you said it. Every citizen has to, yeah? I'm speaking, please.
Remember, I was being questioned just now. Yes, I know.
Okay.
Remember, I wanted to just address what Daddy said making it took over.
Oh, okay.
No, I understand you. Hold on. I was speaking before it took over.
Okay.
They were asking me, where did I get that information from? And if there was any press release as to that. Okay? And let me come out and clear something. Before, it's not everything that a policeman sees that they do a press release on. Just because Harrison is involved in one thing or the other does not mean that the police will just come. They don't have work again. They will start doing press release. In all their books, just like he said now again, in all of the laws, there are ways to go about certain things. Even with respect to bringing these things to court, there are directions of court, there are rules of court. Do you understand? Now, when I say a thing, and I'm saying this is how it is, I'm saying it from the books. You can't tell me that, where did you see the police saying this? No, the police is saying it now. That with respect to that, they will have to do an investigation to do like this, to do. Of course, what he's saying is what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything different from what this policeman is saying. Okay? Now, because he has addressed himself as a policeman, whatever thing he says here, because we are still on media, we are not taking anything from the books that this is what we want to do. We are here on media. We are bringing our opinions. We are not saying we want to prosecute him. I never said that. I'm not saying this is like this is like that. But however, condemning his actions, we are using other things to represent it, even in the society, what we are still seeing today. Even the police people have not been able to apprehend Gumi till date. They are waiting for these people to release this, for this person to release this, and for that one to release that. And indeed, when you volunteer to do a thing, there are certain rules you must follow. But that does not mean you must go against the book that is creating such function in the society. It doesn't mean...
Madam Blessing, sorry, let me just ask you a question with respect to this statement. Madam Blessing, let me just ask you a question with respect to this statement. Sorry. You said there are certain rules and regulations. Rules and regulation. Who is supposed to be held responsible for not enforcing that an individual or a citizen follow that rules and regulations? It's a very direct question.
Thank you very much. A volunteer works like an employee. A volunteer works like an employee in any parastatal he finds himself. When you come and say, I want to volunteer, you are like an employee. So your employer is held responsible for your mismanagement. So the police is supposed to be held responsible.
You said it all. So, sir, like you heard her said, very important answer. I just wanted to address something you said. The limit, like she said, the police is supposed to be held responsible. And that's just all I'm saying. I'm saying that the police was supposed to be held responsible for allowing Harrison past a certain limit or not. So if Harrison is passing that limit, me as a fellow citizen, I don't have that power to enforce. Nobody has that power to enforce. So for Harrison to be able to pass that limit, don't you think it is because the enforcing officers allowed him to pass it? And for them to allow him to pass it, don't you think the general public will pay? 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 State strictly. First of all, let me just I work with the European Union. I've traveled to 34 states of Nigeria. I work with the European Union, I work with the United Nations. So with all this information reporting, desktop research, after desktop research, we do focus group discussion. We have the process. I have that experience. So there are procedures and ways things are supposed to be done. Now the Constitution stated explicitly.
Zubi, sorry that Zubi has cut off. But Zubi is going front and back. You know why I'm saying he's going front and back? This policeman answered it at first. Just think back. When he was answering it, he said something. He said that with respect to what Harrison is doing, if you feel that what Harrison is doing is wrong, you must bring a petition before the police. You must petition the police first. That look at what this person is doing. You must bring a complaint before the police. You will tell the police, look at what this person is doing. We have seen him do so and so things. He has done this in the past. He has done this. He has done that. And he is not fit to work in so and so what capacity. You must petition the police. Most times the citizens don't bring petition before the police, and the first shot of what they are supposed. Please don't bring petition before the police, and the first shot of what they are supposed. Please don't bring petition before the police, and the first shot of what they are supposed.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Okay.
I'm asking you a question. Let me assume that the police around somewhere, let's say Sapler Road or anywhere, there's a crime going on in front of police. Like, let's say police is there, a guy is fighting or he did something very terrible and it's bad. So because a neighbor did not back up police, see this boy don't stab this person, police cannot go there on his own and arrest that person. Does someone or a citizen will go and do petition? When police this is not easy, something like, okay, I see my brother the beat person, police don't do that, people call police, I see what my brother they do. Police is saying this thing. It's open. It's not hiding. It's not that they think that don't want this petition. So because me, I did not go and send that petition. So police does not have the right to arrest and that is fighting on the road. And police is saying it.
Excuse sir, that
With
is
respect to that is a different
total
ballgame
different. That
entirely.
is total different.
This
is
hold on,
different.
ask me a
Let me
question.
answer that question. That is different.
Don't worry, ask me a question. Let me answer him.
Please.
Everything is in the open. It's not in the hidden. It's in the open. You are seeing it. Police are watching their.
Okay, that is Zion.
Madam, answer. If you can't answer the question, let me take it from here. It's okay.
Hello, True Talk. Let me answer him. I'm capable. That is Zion. The truth is that he told you what they call legal and what they call security while he was giving his speech. In fact, I listened to him very well. And the book made them to understand that what a policeman's duty is to forestall law and order. Okay? To the best of their ability. To the best of their ability. Now, enforcement of law and order to the best of their ability. Now, in enforcing law and order to the best of their ability, they are seeing two fighting, which is different from this. Two fighting is something that is causing an insecurity problem right there and then. It can lead to riots, it can lead to anything. When they kill somebody, in fact, people can gather, they can even burn people and all those things. If they are seeing it, of course, they must come in. It's two fighting. They don't need anything to arrest them. Do you get? They don't need warrant, they don't need search. But with respect to this kind of thing, when it is something that is being alleged, of course, there must be a petition for you to do anything to that person. Okay, even though the arrest the person at first is something for stall or for see.
Is that what you're saying?
Hello?
So nobody can arrest him except individual. Police cannot just see this individual like, this thing what this person is doing is wrong. Let's invite it. It has to be an individual that must write petition.
You must write, yes, you must write petition.
Petition Harrison. And somebody must
If I have something to say, no, I went on.
Somebody must complain.
Yeah. Thank you.
He's still asking the question.
And police is saying something is wrong. Police is saying something is wrong. I have to complain for police to move, and you are seeing it is open. So I have to not complain.
Yes.
Please, can I say something?
Is it affect?
I'm not a police, I'm a lawyer. That's a different ballgame entirely.
Excuse me. Let me contribute. Let me just react on this area. You know, like effect of situation is different from like what Harrison is doing. Do you know that there is a scenario that even police try to come in, they can even tag Harrison. This Aisha, or let me cite Aisha, they can tag the family of Aisha can say, okay, Harrison is the member of our family. We choose him to help us. Then what do you want the police to say? Then what do you want the police to say there? So when it's not affecting people, the police will not come up. So when it affects you, you complain, you petition what is affecting you, then the police now will investigate. And that is why we have to stop telling people, saying, why now? Why now? The investigation, somebody petition, then call for the Harrison to be investigated, then people are saying, why now? Now, it starts affecting people.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So I want to just address your statement. Madam Blessing, thank you for your explanation. Daddy has really done a great job in hinting us and educating us on what is right and what is wrong. And Daddy said some very important things that I was taking note while Daddy was speaking. First thing first, I've worked with the European Union, I've worked with the United Nations, I've traveled close to 35 states in Nigeria, including Zamfara, Borno. So we've done what they call research, desktop research, and on-site research, Google focus group discussion to evaluate what we found out. And the first thing first I want to talk about is who is in charge of enforcing law and order in the country?
It's police.
God bless you. Thank you very much, ma'am, for that your question. Who is in charge of evaluating circumstances and crimes that are happening in the country before enforcing law in the country? It's the police. God bless you. Now, let's go to the law, the constitution of the country. The constitution has amended in 1999 by General Abdulsalam when he was handing it off to Obasanjo. It states that every individual
What did they happen? Nobody they talk.
We are briefing.
Can you hear me now?
Continue. Yes. Zubi.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, you can hear me.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Why I'm here? Can you hear me? Why I'm here is to properly, by the grace of God, to enlighten people. You understand? In summary, I want to say that your actions must be based. Your actions must be based and guided by the Constitution of Nigeria. Now, you have every right. That one is right. It's your right. Go and learn to read these things, know these things by yourself. So that when you see these things happen, you will be surprised. You will not be surprised. No matter how emotionally clouded you are, you will be surprised because you don't already know that these things exist. Secondly, you should know that crime is sociological. Crime is sociological. Because you live in the midst of people, because you live with people, it's expected that such things will happen. It's expected that such things will happen. Crime is sociological. You can't take away crime when you have 100 people, 200 people living together in a particular area. Some of them, one of them must go against the generally accepted ways of doing it. It's expected. But you must learn to know, you must understand how these things work so that you will put preventive measures in place. You also get a situational awareness training to understand. People will always commit crime. There are so many school of thought. We don't come up with so many. Are coming so many school of thought that so deny the cause crime, so deny the cause crime. So many things, environmental factor, some people biological factor, but the truth remains the same. There are so many reasons why people they go against expected ways of doing things. Some emotional reasons, some biological reasons, some money, environmental, monetary reasons. Some people, because of money, they commit crime. Please keep yourself alert always. Don't trust anybody. Be emotionally stable so that when these things come, you go know. Say yes, oh, they don't tell me. Oh. For instance, this is festive period. The urge to get things done is high compared to other months. Everybody want to get things done. Sometimes the family need, some people their wife, some people their children, because of where they live, because of the kind of a lifestyle, they want to get things done. Please hold yourself. It's a process. Then the issue of the Nigerian police, understand that the Nigerian police are an institution with different units and also at the same time different responsibility. The Nigerian police is working perfectly fine. Yes, we agree. There are times things don't work out as expected, but that doesn't mean in totality that the Nigerian police is not working. They are working. It's a process. They will get to that stage. But also know anything where they bad, they bad. No matter who commit that. Anything way bad, they bad. You can't take away from it. If you like, make you be emotionally clouded because you like the person. But when I see some of the comments, because you like RSN does not mean the police don't go hold RSN. They don't go using RSN because RSN commit crime. No, they will hold it. The matter, they still the investigator. By the grace of God, when they are done, they will come up to give the public some certain information. Not all of them. The police cannot tell you everything. They are purely security issues. So don't blame the police. They are working and they will continue to work. Yeah.
So amen. So Daddy, what I was saying, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my network. So what I was saying is that, Madam, just to address your point, Daddy have said it all and it was a beautiful conclusion. You said until somebody comes to petition, And that designer asked a good question. He said, if somebody is disrupting properties and lives, won't the police interfere? Will they have to wait? You said no, they don't have to wait. Now the question is, has Harrison been doing anything that is illegal in the Nigerian constitution that the police was supposed to comment on but did not comment on until this very moment that somebody spoke about it? That is the question. And have these acts been very visible that the police was supposed to comment on that they did not comment on? And now to speak about what Daddy said, that everybody needs to read. If you follow the constitution, like I will read right now, citizens have the constitutional right to speak about kidnapping. That is in freedom of expression. But that right is not absolute. That is to say, every right you have has limitations. Nigerian law places important limits. You must respect. You must not disclose information received in confidence or that will jeopardize the investigation of public safety. B, publish mugshots or parade suspects. Please, you are hearing all the limitations. And the question we'll ask now after I finish talking. Public mugshot, please, we should circle that one down. Or parade suspects. C, obstruct or interfere with the police investigation. D, unlawfully publish other people's personal data. The question now is that these 4 limitations that has been mentioned, has Harrison done any of these 4 limitations and have not been spoken about until this time? Madam, I just want you to use your church mind and explain. Have Harrison done, Daddy, you're laughing, you understand where I'm coming from. Have Harrison done any of these 4 limitations to his fundamental human right of freedom of expression, that nothing has been said by the law enforcers? Then the question is, if nothing was said, isn't it not obvious that there must have been a collaboration and the Nigerian police cannot take themselves out of this collaboration between them and Harrison? If somebody has committed these 4 crimes in the open eye public, there have been videos on Instagram and still on Instagram of him parading mugshot and doing parade with the police officers.
God will bless you.
There have been videos and everything of him published.
Zubi, let me answer your question. Let me answer your question in one word. Just
and
one
he
word.
said, answer with trust my daddy,
So my question is not that you want to ask your question, but my question is simple. Have Harrison
Zubi, I want to answer your question
with
one word alone. Make I answer your question with one word.
I'm quiet, Daddy. I'm quiet. I'm listening to you.
Zubi.
And all these things can be seen. Sorry, Daddy, before you go. All these things
Zubi, let me answer your question.
No, wait, Daddy, let me just say this last thing. Go to the section 39.
Okay.
39 of the Constitution. It is clearly written the constitutional limit. You go to section 39. I want us to be talking with fact and figures, like the host said. Fact and figures. Go to section 39, go to section 45. And you will see that the police is very difficult for them not to say that there has not been any collaboration and for them to leave Harrison hanging. If I thought Harrison is committing a crime, it was me from the information. I'm not saying that this is how it should be. Allegedly, there must have been a collaboration and we should not forget that. And if Harrison is to be persecuted, for us to make Nigeria better, let us also not persecute citizens committing crime. Even law officers that are also committing crime. It's not that it has not been happening.
Don't say that.
Let me answer your question. Let's say one lovely
Ask me the question, sir.
Blessing, I'm coming.
Sir, he asked me the question, sir.
No. Let me answer. Don't worry, Blessing. Let me attend to Zubi. But before I answer, it's just one word I want to attend to his question. Well, lovely from the comment section says Zubi. He just talk plenty English. It's quite funny. Anyway, Zubi, just one word. All this plenty theory talk, the matter they under investigation.
Is that your comment, sir?
That is the answer. They're still investigating.
So the police does not have access to Instagram.
I just told you that they are investigating the matter.
You see why this comment, you see why this thing back, you see why this issue at hand back. That Desire, that they hear you.
Zubi, I want to answer you. Zubi.
Mommy Blessing, sorry, I don't know if Mommy Blessing.
Can I speak, please?
Yes, you can speak. Yes.
Zubi, thank you very much from where you are coming from. One thing in this country is accountability. Okay? And another thing is responsibility. Okay? Now, let me tell you something. With respect to the Constitution, remember the Constitution needs other things in order for it to stand. Then the Constitution is...
Sorry, let me just make one sentence. My question was very simple. Your Constitution have limits. Has Harrison exceeded this limit before now? See, Mommy, no, let's just address...
Okay, yes, he has. I'm not doing it with that. Yes, he has.
Did the police do anything?
See, of course he has. Listen now. Then with respect to the powers of the police, let me tell you something now. You see, somebody can just say, okay, if it's thief, carry and come court. He can't thief. Policeman got to say he don't thief, so he can't carry and come court. Inside that court, he go use one way that they call rules of court. Which the police they turn them most times. They don't say lawyers, they don't turn them. Inside that rule of court, they don't listen. Evidence starts. Then when we say the police go to...
No, blessing, no. A police officer is not a lawyer. Are you hearing me? So you don't expect a police officer to talk like a lawyer. Now, when somebody commit crime and there's a complainer, what the responsibility of the police is to follow up investigation. Then there is an option individually there. You want the matter, not the police. There are exceptional cases where the police could charge the matter to court, and there will be complaint, there will be prosecutor there. So, no use that word like say the police don't know what they are doing. A policeman is not a lawyer, but I think some police know the basic knowledge of law. As a policeman, you must know some basic knowledge of law, but not like a lawyer who actually went to school and his or her entire life is learning of the law. The police is not a lawyer, so don't use words like degrade, or there's a way I want to put it for the police. It's not fair. Thank you. Hello, Sister Blessing, are you there?
Understand the question I asked. I just want to, and I like the way you answer. But I don't answer like a diplomatic man.
My point for you to say, I receive everybody for this. That's my listening. I mean, for you.
Zubi say what? The
everything.
No, that's not me talking. It's that Desire talking.
According to Nigeria, RSC has faced all
the network.
He has faced all the police officers. So I believe that part. I don't want to make the environment one. So police not scared to answer.
What happened is that this Harrison, like what I said before, have been working with police.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I didn't know the stage. So, and whenever you make those videos, we expect police to still do the whole video.
God bless you. Look at you, your senator. Can I say something, please?
Yes. First ladies, finally you are here.
Good afternoon. I was there before, then I left.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I want to speak from the angle of the last speaker who said
remember, this is our opinion. Our opinion. Yeah. Everybody should know that.
Yeah.
All these are discussions, is our opinion.
Allegedly.
And some of us, what my own is, no matter your opinion, make sure you back it up with the Nigerian law. Are you hearing me? Also give facts. Don't just talk because you like Harrison or Harrison is from your place. No. When you talk, you bring facts. Yes, when you talk, you bring facts. Are you hearing me? First lady, don't be angry. First lady, don't be angry. I'm trying to say.
Please, person they talk. This God go bless you. God go bless you. Thank you. I don't know what is the meaning of that.
MFS, madam, you do well to bring this program up. And again, everything they discuss, that this is our own opinion. You understand? I also believe the aim of this program is to enlighten us. Nobody no finish, and nobody will no finish. At daybreak, we will continue to learn. But I think one of the main objective of this whole gathering is for us to learn. Like I've always said it, we will learn. And please, anytime we act, anytime we do something, always back it up with the law. There's a law in Nigeria. There's a law.
But it's not the law. That's why we are open to correction.
You don't catch you today, go catch you tomorrow. You don't catch you tomorrow, go catch you next tomorrow. And at that level, don't be too emotional. You don't hold you. You understand? So this is our opinion, and we'll keep enlightening the public. People need to learn to do the right thing, learn to avoid problem, go ahead with their normal business. We should thank you very much. First lady, you can take the floor now.
Okay, so that person will say allow us to thank reasonable people. You know why? Because why the person is talking. Thank you. I think maybe they might stop that person thought of line. You understand? That's why I say allow the flow to flow. Then you can now say thanks when the person finished. That is what I mean. I'm not saying they should not thank anybody. Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying they should not thank anybody. Try to understand me. Okay, go ahead, first lady. Zuma, if you are not there, I'm bringing you down so that another person will come on. Somebody is down there, Zuma.
Okay, I said not everybody can interpret the law. So that's why we are open to corrections. So that is for that. The last speaker, the person that spoke before the last speaker, he said Harrison has been working with Delta State Police. If truly what they were doing are genuine, can't they step out and work with those states police to defend Harrison, except them themselves, they have something to hide. Except they have something to hide. I mean, Delta State Police, those of them that are working with Harrison that we've seen on video, taking pictures, video and everything, except them themselves, they have something to hide. They have cockroaches in their cupboard. Then earlier on, someone also said, why haven't the police give us a press release or an update, so that we know the situation of things? For me, I'm just thinking, I might be wrong. They might be doing that not to jeopardize further investigation, or they might be working to track down those kidnappers before they may come out with an update. That's my opinion.
So, First Lady, so they don't need to carry people along while they are doing their investigation so that it will not jeopardize what they are doing, right?
Exactly. My opinion.
Don't you think when we say that this guy Harrison doesn't need to tell the family when he was doing his own, don't you think same thing should be applied to him? When people are saying, oh, why you not tell the family, say I won't come on money to do this? When some people are saying, if you tell the family, the security, this thing, they will not be able to tie down the people they want to tie down. People are saying, at least you're supposed to carry one person along. I say, if truly this is a way of operating, and this is the security is using, carry anybody along. Who do you trust? Do you know if the kidnapping is coming from his side? Who can he trust to tell that you are doing this?
On that
so
one,
if you say, I'm talking based on what you said now. If you say police are being keeping quiet because of what they are doing, so that it will not jeopardize whatever they are doing, so I think the same thing should also be applied to him to some extent.
I partially disagree, because police force are trained to operate, are trained to track down criminals.
Yeah,
I don't
you are
think,
right.
I
agree
don't
with you
think
to some extent.
have the training. Yeah, even though like, I don't know the tactics he used.
Okay.
But I think he's not well equipped because nobody.
Ṣé wọ́n rí justice ń bẹ̀? Kò ń ṣe ìpè ní wọ́n fi ń wá justice. Accountability òun la béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn. And the golden opportunity ta ní. Àwa ti mọ̀ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá wọn fẹ́ justice. But the golden opportunity ta ní àdá millions of naira fún Joseph Aloba. Mo rántí pé Crunchy Queen àwọn ló ń kirikiri. Wọ́n náà máa gba private investigator. Àlọ́lárí àràbọ̀ o. Wọ́n náà máa ṣe autopsy. Àlọ́lárí àràbọ̀ o. Wọ́n náà máa ṣe toxicology. Àlọ́lárí àràbọ̀ o. A ní wọ́n máa fi mọ́tò kó gbogbo wọn wá sí corona inquest. Àlọ́lárí àràbọ̀. I put one aside. Yesterday on this platform, I want to correct this. Everyone auntie said you need to hold the lawyer responsible. You understand? Everybody auntie said that statement. I wanted to come up, but what will pay me in need. You need to hold Joseph Aloba accountable. Lawyer Milu ló ti bá Joseph Aloba ṣiṣẹ́.
Not do they drive the lawyer on lórí burúkú.
Ló ti bá Joseph Aloba ṣiṣẹ́. Lawyer Mary ló ti bá Joseph Aloba ṣiṣẹ́. Joseph Aloba òun lọ̀gá wọn. Ibi tó bá ní kó ṣiṣẹ́ dé. Ibẹ̀ náà ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ dé.
Na liar go kill you.
Ibi tó bá ní kó ṣiṣẹ́ dé. Ibẹ̀ ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ dé. The lawyers are not the problems. Joseph Aloba is there. From what we have known so far in the last 2 years, or what Joseph Aloba Omo, either before or after the death of Mohbad, or where Omo, or what ya Mohbad, either before or after the death of Mohbad, or where Koshekini Omo, either before or after the death of Mohbad, or what Adura Omo, either before or after the death of Mohbad, or what Blessing Omo, either before or after the death of Mohbad, or what Darusha Omo, either before or after the death of Mohbad, or what Fola Shade Omo. This is our MB Mohbad Ganga. Now, all eyes on Wunmi Adebanjo. We Omo Eshele to Shele si Mohbad. Àwọn kan allegedly wọ́n ti sọ pé Wunmi ló pa Mohbad. Okay, let's go by the story.
Money can say English. I won't go back to money.
Now, let's go by the
English or broken. I won't think or comment section.
Now, when we look into Mohbad's family, either before or after the death of Mohbad, the answer of Joseph Aloba, who happens to be the father of Mohbad, is not clean. Neither the mom of Mohbad, either before or after, her hand is not clean. Followed by Blessing, the senior sister, her hand too is not clean. Followed by the younger brother, Adura, his hand is not clean. Cousin Darusha, his hand is not clean. Fola Shade, who happens to be a younger sister to Mama Mohbad, her hands is not clean. Either before or after, none of Mohbad family, their hands is clean. Now, some people are saying Wunmi, she's the one that buying Mohbad. Fine, allegedly. I don't have the evidence. The evidence I don't have. But some people in Baba camp, they are claiming that Wunmi buying Mohbad. Now, let's assume it. If that statement is true, do you expect Wunmi to come out to the public and tell the public, this is what I have done to Mohbad? The answer is capital no. But who in the best position to spill out the truth of what happens to Mohbad? Is it not the family of Mohbad? They are the one. Now, we have a golden opportunity when we contributed millions of naira to Joseph Aloba to unravel the death of Mohbad, despite the fact that the Nigerian police, they don't want the justice for Mohbad. Now, we contributed millions of naira to Joseph Aloba. he promised that we are going to have PI, private investigator. Up to now, 2 years, no private investigator. We contributed money for the autopsy. Where is the autopsy done? Is it the Nigerian government that helped them? The answer is no. They did it by themselves, and it came back inconclusive or uncertain. Also, it came back with the toxicology. Inconclusive. Again, it come back. The question is this: when they are blaming the government or the Nigerian police that they are the one blocking justice, what about the toxicology and the autopsy Joseph Aloba went to go and did? What happened to that result that came back to become inconclusive? This is the question we need to ask ourselves. Does that not give you a red flag that they themselves they don't want justice? That is why the result came back inconclusive. And another red flag is this. The question we need to ask ourselves. It's not the government that helped them. It's not the government that gave them location where they are going to do their own tests. They choose for themselves. Sorry, I need to mute. Somebody should carry on.
Next, please. Mommy, I'm okay.
Over there, no fit check am now. You know fit check that result. Torí pé you say Jibadon ló bá dé, so they can post it for everybody to see. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry, please, sorry to interrupt you guys, please. I'm going to drop soon now, please. Just a quick one. People were making on the comment section that when Mr. Andy is talking about Wunmi and Baba Mohbad and the family, that they can't say they don't know or know what by their son. He mentioned those names of the Aloba family. He did not mention Wunmi. And people are making comments on the comment section that he did not mention Wunmi. And some people will say that he did mention Wunmi. He did. Let me clarify this. Andy says he talk about Baba Mohbad, Blessing, Adura, Folashade, Mama Mohbad. He did not include Wunmi that Wunmi cannot say he doesn't know what happened to his or the husband by. But he ended up saying at the end of it that people says Wunmi by her husband alleged, but he did not mention Wunmi among the people that he was emphasizing on. Just to clarify that with the public, with the comment section there. Thank you.
This is for Moba. Thank you, Mama. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Do you have anything to say? Do you have any contribution concerning what we've been?
I would say regarding the dragging each other, if we should stop this. It's getting out of hand. People have been dragging each other for many months now or years, and we have not still get Mohbad justice. So what's the point of dragging? It's not making sense. Abusing each other, fighting each other, dragging each other, it's not making sense. Me, I'm not that kind of person that drag or fight, but they even pushed me to that extent. There was a time I was in a platform where they were only dragging Baba and trying to protect Wunmi, and I stand against them. And I said, no, you can't. When it comes to Baba, everybody wants to talk about his misbehaving. But when it comes to them, when they bring Wunmi on issue, they try not to speak about it. They will just keep quiet and not want to talk about Wunmi, but they want to talk about this Baba. So let's balance the equation. When you are talking the wrongdoing of the Baba, you have to talk the wrongdoing of the Wunmi as well. Because if she doesn't allow a unqualified nurse to come and inject her husband that lead to her husband's death, who would that be here? Also, this shepherd and the dragging, it comes from his family. Justice for Mohbad, sorry. Let me just quickly interject you. Yeah, Baba himself, as he be dragging Wunmi, that is what I want to know. Is Baba himself dragging Wunmi? Okay, you want us to be dragging Wunmi. When Baba that has that issue is not dragging Wunmi, Okay, that you see, okay. Let me ask you the same question now. Why are we dragging each other when Baba cannot even drag me? What's the point of me and you now shouting on each other, swearing at each other when even the Baba cannot even drag the woman? So why are we wasting our energy, causing ourselves, creating enemy between ourselves when we should have be loving each other, liking each other, but we are hating each other because of this Baba and the woman? And the Baba is not dragging the woman. So thank you for saying this word. When you think about Baba is not dragging woman, then let Yeti 70 and the light on, keep quiet. Pack it in. What's the point? Why are you two fighting each other? Why are you dragging each other? What's the point? Coffee, why are you stressing yourself? When the Baba you are protecting has never one day drag woman. Never one day. So why are we stressing ourselves? And this again, please, let's think about that. Thank you for even pointing out this. This man has never dragged Wunmi, but we are dragging ourselves. Why are we dragging ourselves over this man and over Wunmi? That they don't even care. Look at them, they are enjoying themselves. Baba is playing music. Wunmi is going to Wakamama. This is what is that restaurant? She's having a good time of her life. She's enjoying her life, going to club, going to party. Baba is doing shows. And we are here, shaping for each other. Look at the tension between JT70 and Light On just now. Just look at the two of them. Meanwhile, Baba is busy doing his thing. Wunmi is enjoying herself. So, if we are only, this fight we are fighting ourselves, this drag we are dragging ourselves, if we are really dragging it because of Mohbad himself, I won't be bothered. Because this is the person that we are looking for justice for. If the justice we are looking for Mohbad is the one making me and you fighting each other, it will make sense. But some of this group are fighting against people who are dragging this Baba for his wrongdoing. Why can you not fight for Mohbad? Why are you fighting for Baba that they have not oppressed with justice, for goodness sake? They're only talking about Baba wrongdoing and we are taking it too personal. That's why I feel that when we talk about Wunmi, Baba, we talk about the Wunmi as well. Because if whatever Baba has done to us, is Wunmi that gave him that opportunity to mess up with the public mental state. It's Baba now. It's Wunmi that gives this Baba opportunity to do what he's doing with the public. Because if Wunmi took her husband to the hospital for a proper medical care, I swear to you, my sister, who wants to be here, shaping for each other, fighting each other, dragging each other, using bad words against each other, and even extended it to children. Even at the time, they even pushed me to the edge. There's one guy that pushed me to the edge and started using some words which I regret using, and I wish not to use them. I'm not that kind of person. So you can see how this situation, as we push you to an edge where you do things you're not meant to do. If not that I've come to realize now that, these people can't be bothered anymore. I'm just going to be watching, looking at what is going on. But when I see two people fighting, I will step in and try to stop them, not to bother themselves anymore. This has come to when you cannot be supporting Baba anymore. You cannot be supporting Wunmi anymore. With what we have seen at present, there's no point defending any of them. We can see clearly that these people are not looking for justice from Mohbad. So why will you see anybody defending Baba at this stage, defending Wunmi at this stage? That means that person has mental health problem. Because I don't see any reason why you are defending both of them. Okay, as big as Nigeria is, look at the lawyer that is coming to fight justice for Mohbad. I don't understand that you can take picture with celebrity or popular people or famous people. It doesn't mean that you cannot stop justice or you can still do what you're doing. But why must he be that particular lawyer? Why will this new lawyer got anything to do with Davido? Why can we not just get any lawyer that has no connection with Davido, Iyabo, and Fola, these whole nonsense people, Shields and Shitu, not one way related to them or having pictures with them, going to occasion with them? Why can we not just have that kind of neutral lawyer? That recently now, we are not seeing this man picture with what's the name? With Davido. Videos of him and Davido. And this is the same Davido who dropped 2 million for Baba Mohbad so they can go and hurriedly bury Mohbad. Alleged. The same Davido has never one day come out and speak to the public regarding the kind of Mohbad that he so rest in peace, or say wish or messages to Mohbad, or a kind of press interview. Davido never. They all look like nothing happened in that music industry. Cubana chief priest as well. They look like nothing happened. Everything they just moving on like nothing. There's nothing like Mohbad. A human being that you sent 2 million to go and give. Yeah.
Sorry, sister.
Yeah.
Why the reason why I want to interject is that the issue of snapping picture with anyone. That one, I don't think that one should be an issue to this justice form.
No. I'm not saying it's an issue. Let me correct you there. Let me correct you. I'm not saying it's an issue taking picture with somebody, okay? Why must it be anybody related to these people one way or the other? These are these people we are suspecting that they must have done one or two things, or they have things linked to this Mohbad spy. Why must it be those ones? Are you getting my video? We're not talking about pictures.
Do you know that most of those pictures
video everywhere?
Okay.
There is a video going on. Have you not seen the clip? Is the only picture? This man, there was a video occasion. They ate together, drink together in an occasion. They went to this lawyer was inside the house with the video. They were eat together, and this is the same Davido people were accusing, alleging against him of giving 2 million and never speak about the kind of Mohbad. And this is the same Davido whereby in another universe program, one of our show, where the woman came and says they take Kula to the house, and there is alleged that Davido people sent Kula to there to take kidney. All these whole things going on, and we all aware of this whole story right from when this whole case started. Who were looking for who by Mohbad? There was an allegation against Davido involvement, and then suddenly a lawyer that wants to finalize DNA now is coming from that direction. It will raise an eyeball. I'm not saying you cannot take picture. My children have taken picture with Davido in the past.
You know where we channel our energy to. We should channel our energy to.
Yeah, my children have taken picture in the past with Davido, with my cousins, my brothers and sisters. But at least, with the way the situation of this case is, we should not be expecting any of these people that fingers has been pointed on to any way, one way linked to this case with any lawyer. Seriously. It's concerning to me. I don't know of other people's opinion, but it's concerning. Let's think twice. The same Davido never say anything about this Mohbad. They didn't even care about this guy since then. So what's going on? What's going on? Let's be real. You can't just the lawyer will say that yes, we have to do this, we have to look at the way the case is in the court, and then you link this case with the Davido, with the lawyer, with the whole party, with their own inside the house together, eating together, and then Baba Mohbad says the family lawyer. Is this man under threat that they are controlling, remoting him, who to take, who not to take, who to bring into this case? Look at the whole lawyer. Look at these lawyers. The only one that I know that is not linked to these whole people that are one way or the other, fingers has been pointed to them. Okay, let's be real. If a lawyer come now and you see that lawyer with this Oba that people have been pointing finger on, we Kofi never come outside and say no, we can't use that lawyer. We saw him with Oba in the palace. They eat it together, video together. With the Papa group no shout out say no, we can't use that lawyer. Because finger has been pointed on that Oba. The same finger has been pointed on Davido. The same finger has been pointed to Folano, Shanshitu, Yabo, the whole thing going on there. Why must it be these people? So these are the only lawyer in Nigeria that one way or the other, you must see them dancing at parties in the house with the lawyers. The only lawyer that we have not seen now with any video clip of inside the house eating and drinking together. I think when Sam Larry own issue happened, everybody was bringing that video of how it was linked to Oba, it was linked to Tunubu. Will you want to use any lawyer that is related to these people, where you all know that these are the people that is obstructing justice for Mohbad? So you will not see that we can still do the same thing on this particular lawyer? And thank God for internet. Thank God for social media. Anything that is happening is there. When the time comes, they will bring it out for you. Look at many years ago, or 2 years ago, or maybe 2 months ago, or 3 months ago. This man was lavishing life with Davido in the house. If I see any of hosts or panelists eating and drinking with Davido, I haven't got problem with that. But when I now see that host start talking against justice for Mohbad, I will suspect that host that okay, seeing you with these people eating together, suddenly now you are not changing, you are not fighting for justice, you are standing against or defending these people that's been accused. It looks suspicious. Me, I don't understand what's going on, because you okay, look at the way the case was being handled in the court. How the lawyer came out and was so impressed and happy about the situation. Not talking about how worried they could be when the process is going on, how this can be manipulated along the way. He wasn't really bothered about it. Is it not after when Immolizer later on his mind? Is it not when he starts realizing that part is not really good, while Baba will not follow the process? Is it not when he starts talking about it? But the first time when they came out of the court, he was pleased and happy with the decision of the court. Immolizer is the one that now say, oh, okay, what about the process? He now say, yes, that's where the problem is. That's where it's going to be challenging. But he wasn't looking at that before. Are they coming to play around with this public? One way or the other, fingers has been pointed on Davido, alleged that he has something to do for giving 2 million straight away, not questioning, not even allowing Mohbad to be given a funeral burial, a normal burial, not allowing that to happen before sending money for quick burial. It looks suspicious. Let's call the spade. Who is being paid here? Who is working for these people? And the only way Baba could get the people, public to believe that lawyer is a family lawyer. When were the family ever since we are using Sanshito and this whole Folano? Where was this family? Why did they not bring lawyer? So they bring this guy now to come and finish the whole work, to mess up the whole thing and the DNA, and they wrap it up, and everybody goes see that. And I don't even know how DNA will give us justice in the first place. If the DNA comes that, yes, it's negative, and how do you get justice? Is it through the DNA? If it's negative, everybody will rest now, because everybody believes that this child is not Mohbad. Okay, everybody will see that. Hey, finish. Justice is not finished. What is turning here now? Abi, after the DNA say negative, what next? Will the police start investigating how the DNA related to the crime of Mohbad? Or the DNA, is it the DNA that break Mohbad's neck? Is it DNA that break his neck after they buy him, they break this guy's neck, squeeze him in the small coffee? Instead of we to be chasing these 15 people inside the house, pushing Baba to put the pressure on the 15 people in the house, let them be investigated, invited, we are abusing only DNA. And then they bring a lawyer that is linked to these people one way or the other to come and finish the job. And we are here feeling that if you take picture, you take video, it doesn't really matter. And when you see the way the lawyer is going out, the first appearance in court, look at the judgment that was passed and how the lawyer came and says he's happy with that. And then you link it up with the people that one way or the other being accused or having something linked to this boy's death. Let's come to reality now. I haven't got any issue with Davido, but is it the only musician there that has to be pointed at in this kind of situation? Do they hate him so much like that? The way Whiskey is not there? Other musicians, Olamide is not there? They are big musicians like Davido. Why him giving 2 million? Is he the best? Is he closer to Mohbad than every other musician in that country? Come on. This is nonsense. I'm so really tired about this whole thing. Now we are focusing on DNA, leaving the 15 people in the house to question, leaving the main issue. People that is in the house that buy Mohbad, we are not running after them. We're running about a mother who gave birth to a wrong, wanted to force a child on another guy. Is what we are running after. Who killed that guy? We are not running after that person anymore. Wow. Is this how Nigeria look for justice. We end up shouting DNA.
Nigeria.
Mother, let's be real. If it's in abroad here or in Europe, you want to tell me that they will be bothered about DNA? DNA will be the last thing they will be looking at. For the 15 people in that house, is what they will be, the public, the whole world will be shouting on for the police or the government to do something about. Arrest them. Prosecute them for negligence, even if you don't want to prosecute them for murder. These people are quietly going away, and we went to end up in DNA to get justice for Mohbad. This is a disgrace and shameful. Yes, I will never make sense in my submission, yeah? Because I'm not flowing with the way you want me to flow. That's why I will never, Ades 1970. I will never make sense with my submission. Because I'm not flowing the way you want me to flow. I'm only come to reality. This is reality. You should leave that DNA, focus on the 15 people in the house. When the DNA come negative now, have you got the justice you are looking for? Seriously, are you okay? This is how you people, senseless people, supporting the useless governments in that country that mess up the whole place. You are, and maybe this guy is in Nigeria. Your life is at risk. Your life is in danger. You have no hope in life, no future. Your governments, your politicians, they never provide future for you. They left you to be doing Yahoo, to take people's destiny and buy them and make rich for 3 months. Then you buy. You give one girl pregnancy and they have the baby. The houses you buy, your family sell the house, they divide it for the little baby and the wife, and the family take your money and you gone. You are in a country where you cannot be protected by the government. Bande is everywhere, Yahoo is everywhere. Bande is killing people, kidnappers is running everywhere. They are coming on social media to boldly celebrating themselves. But your government can can carry aircraft to Burkina Faso to go and land there, unauthorized landing, and then they arrest them. Look at the way your government is fooling itself, disgracing the name of that country, Nigeria. And you are here talking about I'm not making sense. You that knows how to make sense very well, go and rescue the people that the kidnappers are holding ransom there.
Justice. In
your country. Shameless people. This is how you people did. How you people? Yes, it's our people there. Let's we don't want Hausa man. We don't want Igbo man. We want our Yoruba man. And look at what is happening now. But your Yoruba president can go to as far to Benin to go and protect coup that is going on there. They are protecting coup. They cannot protect their own citizen. You said at 1970, your government cannot protect your brothers and sisters in that country.
Justice for
they cannot. 1 second, Mr. Andy. They cannot protect your own life. Your life is at risk.
1 second. I am fair.
Useless people.
I am fair.
Nonsense.
Arike.
Take Tinubu to take that aircraft to go to bandit zone in the to go and rescue innocent citizens dying there.
Justice for low weight. That chocolate, are you calling me? Yes, please. I want someone to moderate. I just want to go and just scroll on quickly, please. You want someone to do what?
He said he wants someone to moderate. He wants someone to moderate. Anyway, I'm going for my screen. So if you want to send it to me, you quickly say it.
All right. Please, a moderator should be 4 on the list. There should be 4 or 5. We are all moderators here, I think. We are about 4 or 5 here. The rest. Because I saw only moderator, I'm moderator, and
Bandit is finishing that country. You are here typing. You cannot even help your country. Go and rescue the people there that are dying. But they can take aircraft to the Republic to go and stop a coup that is going on. Your own another country. And then you will come and make noise in the social media that the government is doing well. You guys give him another 4 years. I'm not politicians. I'm not APC, I'm not PDP, I'm not their nonsense, rubbish, political nonsense. But the truth needs to be said. If it's a country that is working, we're supposed to be here. That's why sometimes when I look at people who push me to that extent to insult them, I try not to insult them because I look at the whole situation that why are we wasting our time? If it's a country, you think if it's in America or UK, the situation is, this Mohbad death is, you think by now, you see, seriously, and we should not be proud of our country when we know our country is in a big mess. You can't be proud of, can you be proud of having a child that is a criminal? No. The 15 people in the house, not even negligence they are charging them on. If they even wanted to say they are strong in not being charged for murder. And then we are focusing on that DNA. And we can see the red flag of the DNA the way it's going now, that it's not going to come it's of no good in Mohbad case. And you are telling me my submission is not making sense. It's not making sense now because you want that DNA. Or everybody should focus on the DNA. That's what you want. That's why my submission can never make sense to you. Because you know that after the DNA come positive, case we finish. Mohbad has got the justice. The certificate of justice for Mohbad is there waiting after the DNA come positive. Or if the DNA come negative, yes, the justice has been done. Because when the DNA come negative, is that what's by Mohbad? Is that what, because all Baba Mohbad wants to know, he wants to know if this child is his child. He said it in the court. Are you useless, whether it's a man or woman there? You know in the court, you not see the video clip, go and reflect back. We had Baba Mohbad stand in the court saying that after the DNA be done, Mohbad cannot go and bury Mohbad. Oh, you know, Yeram? Look at the Shepe. You people have the Shepe for yourself now. When DNA come now, all your effort of Shepe, all your fighting, protecting Baba and Omowummi, all is rubbish. At the end of the day, Mohbad will just go like that. The only person that will be prosecuted in Mohbad case is the nurse, and case closed. That is it. Because me, I don't know. Every time I just sit down watching you, every time coming on live, watching this whole thing, I was just thinking that. So if this DNA come positive or negative, then what will happen next? Then you go and check for phone forensic that the Nigerian government refused to do. Is that what you will rely on? I mean, you will start coming on another face. Phone forensic. After DNA shouting, there will be phone forensic. And then when the phone forensic come, they will manipulate it and you will not get anything there.
Uncle Andy, talk, please.
Okay, I rest my case. Bye, everyone.
Sorry, justice for Mohbad. Thank you. Justice for Mohbad. I think I knew you on this year for him all the way from 2023. Both of us, we used to support Joseph Aloba at the beginning of this justice. And this time around, if you are not supporting him for some reason, you have your point. But let's remind ourselves, we all came for justice for Mohbad at the beginning of this justice. We are not talking about DNA at all. We came for justice for Mohbad because we want to unravel the mystery that surrounds the death of Mohbad. That is why we all gather here in 2023/2024. Now, from what Joseph Aloba has said, to me, when he made that statement at Berekete a few weeks ago, he said to Berekete, all what he wants to do, that he wants Berekete to help me, is regarding to the DNA. To me, he's telling us that he has done with justice for Mohbad. And now, from what he has said so far regarding to DNA, what he was saying is very simple. He wants to know whether this innocent child belongs to my late son. Now, let's assume that the result come back either negative or positive. Let's assume that it come back positive. This son belongs to Mohbad. What are we going to do? Joseph Aloba have told you, the public, that he just wants to know. That means he's going to accept Lîəs. Let's assume that the result come back negative. That means he's going to deny Lîəs. Does that give us justice that we gather here all the way from 2023? The answer is no.
Exactly. Is it not what I'm saying? And somebody say I'm not making sense.
And again, Joseph Aloba have told us at the middle of this justice. Yeah, he has told us at the middle of this justice that Lîəs, the innocent child. All what he wants to know, does it belong to him or not to the family? Do you understand me? Now, let's go back to what brought us here. We shouldn't deceive ourselves.
Andy, hold it right there. You see, there's something we public is forgetting. I want the DNA to be done like.
Don't let me lose my thoughts.
No. You are not going to lose your thought. Just hold it, please. The DNA will be done today. Me, as a member of public, Baba Moba owe me something. Negative or positive, I, Susie, don't give a fuck about it. Then Baba will tell me. Remember, his voice note is out there. DNA, when DNA is done, he will tell us who killed Mohbad. So it's to me as a public, to advantage to me to DNA to be done. I'm going to hold Baba by his neck.
Thank you, Susan.
With law, Baba will tell us.
Thank you, Susan.
Negative, positive, he will tell us. So
thank you, Susan.
Let DNA be done.
Thank you, Susan. And don't forget, Joseph Aloba have told us that this is a family issue regarding to the DNA. The question we need to ask ourselves, why is Joseph Aloba calling again for public support regarding to a family issue? And when you open your eyes very well and you open your ear, the result of this DNA, you know where it's going. This thing can drag, and until God's kingdom come. Don't forget that what brought us here is justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad. That is what brought us as one community, as one family. In the last 2 years, we need to be honest with ourselves. Nothing tangible is achieved in justice for Mohbad. And for you to know that Joseph Aloba is totally done with justice for Mohbad, all what he cared for is regarding to that paternity. And some of us, we know where it's heading to regarding to this. Let's remind ourselves, we ask a lot of comrades who are fight seriously from morning to evening on this justice for Mohbad. We have a lot of people on this justice for Mohbad. I'm going to give you one example. When we started this justice for Mohbad, we need to be honest with ourselves. Nothing is achieved. But when Yomi Fabi came in, some things have been achieved, but it's not open to the public. When we are telling the public then, this is how this family, Kolobi, play mind game with us. The public does not believe. They call some of us anti-justice. But let me give you some things that when Yomi Fabi came to this justice, is open to the public. And you can see with your two naked eyes how this family, Kolobi Yomi Fabi. I'm going to cite some example to you. One, when Yomi Fabi went to Mohbad house. And I believe this should be almost after 7 months when Mohbad was crying. And before then, the question we need to ask ourselves, did any Aloba and those who call themselves cohort of Aloba fighting for justice, do they manage to get access to Mohbad house? The answer is capital no. I'm going to give you another point. Another point is this. When you may try to get out the CCTV, who Kolobi the CCTV, is it not Joseph Aloba with family, with all his cohorts? the Kolobi, the CCTV. The question we need to ask ourselves, before Yomi came into this justice limelight, does Joseph Aloba and his cohort try to get out the CCTV? The answer is capital no. When Yomi went to Paris and the second hospital, where there were claimed that Mohbad died there, Mohbad, Joseph Aloba and his team went there. The answer is capital no. When Yomi gets Adura and Damana arrested, before then, did Joseph Aloba and his team get any one of these people arrested? The answer is capital no. Now, who could be again for the release of these people? Is it not Joseph Aloba with his team? When Adura indicted Somoli, who came out 1 o'clock midnight, is it not Joseph Aloba came out and rescued and poisoned the minds of the public against Yomi Fabiyi? There's a lot of things. That tells you that, you see, this family, they have something they are covering. That is why Joseph Aloba have the audacity through Berekete family and through Berekete that all what he wants is help to do the DNA. You see, this family, me, I'm not going to talk about Wunmi, and I have my reason. My reason is very simple. All eyes on Wunmi, that she knows if her hand is not in the death of Mohbad, she knows 99.9 of what happens to Mohbad, and she's not going to come out to come and tell you the truth. And Mohbad is not his family. But what about his main family? You understand me? And when you look at all this,
Mr. Andy, can I say this to you? Do you know your wife is more important to you? When you see, let's say when family grows, when people grow, they get married, they become family to themselves. Your extended family are not your priority anymore. Your priority is your wife and your children. So anything that happens to you, your wife is more important to you, and you are more important to your wife than any member of your family. Let's come to reality.
No, let me say this. Let me try to explain to you to understand me. Now, allegedly, because me, I'm not going to say Wunmi Pai Mohbad, but let's say allegedly now, Wunmi Adebanjo Pai Mohbad allegedly. Allegedly. Do you think Wunmi will come out and tell the whole world that yes, she is the one that buying Mohbad? The answer is capital no. Just leave that one aside. Put that one aside.
I do understand. It's going to be no. But I don't understand, yeah, that the family of Aloba have a strong role to play than me. I do get it.
That is it.
But being that time, this boy was sick in the hospital, is the wife responsible?
Hello.
This guy is the hospital.
Can you let me finish, please?
Okay.
In all ratification, Wunmi will not come out. You understand me? Now, let me tell you, if Joseph Aloba is not in the house, and Mama Mohbad was not in the house, Blessing was not in the house, Darusha was not in the house, Fola Shari was not in the house, one person is certain, Adura Aloba. Both Adura and Mohbad, late Mohbad, came through the same gateway into this life. And I will repeat, either before or after, the remaining member of Mohbad family, they knew what happens to Mohbad. And if one of them cannot come out and tell the whole world. You understand me? And they are not the one, allegedly now, they are not the one that commit the atrocity. And they cannot come out to come and tell the whole world, this is what happens to Mohbad. You expect the person that they allegedly that buying Mohbad to come and tell the whole world? Oh, come on, make it make sense to me. That is why me personally, I'm not going to blame Wunmi, because Wunmi is a criminal. You understand me? And she's not going to come out and tell the whole world, this is what I have done. And me, I don't even believe until it proof. But I knew one thing, Wunmi is not innocent in this matter. You understand me? Now, let's pull that one aside. You see, everything. Now, let me give you another proof. We are blaming the police at the beginning of this justice. That the Nigerian police supposed to condone the house of Mohbad. This is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to do phone forensic. They're supposed to arrest the 15 people in the house. But later on, we got to know that they too, they've compromised. Now, we now contributed money to the father of Mohbad to help us to unravel with the money and all the good people making a good suggestion. Joseph Aloba is fighting them. It's only after the money. Now, Joseph Aloba have used 4 lawyers. Up to now, Wunmi Adebanjo is still using 1 lawyer. Joseph Aloba have used 4 lawyers. Do you know, up to this stage, Joseph Aloba have denied about 5 NGO that is not ready to work with them. And we have a great people on this justice for Mohbad that Joseph Aloba denied is not ready to work with them. What are we talking about? Is it when he went to Berekete? Yomi and Sat, African TV, Yomi Fabi, the one in Ghana, radio, Kineko in Ghana.
QH Radio.
QH Radio. Now, for you to know that these people, that they are in support of Joseph Aloba. Now, before, I'm not part of it. When Bukky Jesse comes out regarding to justice for Mohbad, you will see thousands of people rushing there. Oh my God, Adibe, she wants to give us information. Me, I don't go there. When she's in support of Joseph Aloba, all these people, they are supporting him. But the day that she came out for Joseph Aloba, to denounce Joseph Aloba, what happened? They are doing show for her. Because they are not in the same lane now. They are doing show for her. For you to know that majority of these people, you understand me? They are not seeking justice for Mohbad. They are seeking justice for Joseph Aloba. And the question you need to ask yourself, when the public contributed money to get lawyer for Mohbad, who is the lawyer standing for? It's not standing for Mohbad. It's standing for Baba Mohbad. And
I'm telling you, Andy,
to ask yourself is this: what atrocity have Joseph Aloba committed? Is it that before or after the death of Mohbad that a lawyer is standing up for Joseph Aloba? Up to now, there's no lawyer standing for Mohbad.
If you imagine, oh my God, I can't believe this is still happening.
Do you see the point?
This recent lawyer now, what is he doing? He's not even standing for Mohbad. He's standing for DNA to achieve, for Baba to achieve property. So if the land doesn't belong to the Baba, then he cannot take Mohbad's property. That is the justice.
Listen. Let's go back to Wunmi video. You see, at the beginning of this justice, majority of us, we use emotion, we don't apply our intelligence. Me, I'm part of those who does not apply the intelligence then. But all the way from 2004 April, I start using my intelligence with my emotion all together. Wunmi have said it in 2024 that Joseph Aloba is not looking for justice, he's looking for property. The state Is it not coming through? It's coming through.
We can see it clearly.
It's coming through now. It's coming
but
through.
But regardless, we do understand that one is a hardened criminal on ourselves.
No.
But we can see that Papa is not looking for justice.
Forget Wunmi. She knows what happens to Mohbad, 100%. She knows what happens to Mohbad. I'm just trying to recap what Wunmi have said previously. And it's not happening now. Now Baba is calling the public for the DNA. Kiniko, support me.
Well, let me tell you, you see this family, both Baba, Mohbad, and Wunmi, Adura, all of them are looking for Mohbad's property. They are not interested with justice for this guy. It's me and you, the public. We are the one fighting for justice for this guy, not the family, not Aloba family, not Wunmi family. These two people, they don't care. They just want this guy wealth and property to be given to them. Simple.
Now, let me just say this so that I can give other people to talk. Well, at this junction, tighten your belt. Make yourself happy before you will make anybody happy. Think twice before you put your money down in this justice for Mohbad. You understand me? It's good if Mohbad can get justice. But me, at this junction, I doubt. Why? Because Lagos State government are not ready. The Lagos State police are not ready. Even the federal police, Nigerian police are not ready. And the family of Mohbad are not ready. Wunmi's family too are not ready. And the public too, now woto, shape every day. You understand? And the question you need to ask yourself, who is going to give Mohbad justice? The only person can give Mohbad justice is his own creator. But not now. When the time comes, the justice will be served through the Almighty God. Thank you. I mute.
Am I permitted to speak now, or I should hold on? Of course, go ahead. Okay, thank you so much for that. Thank you for, thank you for giving me that honor. Thank you so much. And like you always say on TikTok, I greet everyone. I'm up to speak on the new lawyer, Oladayo Gungbe. Mr. Loba.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Andy, I'm just back now. Thank you.
Oladayo Gungbe, I've looked into you. I've really looked into you, and I've had some questions. I am so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. So now, who introduced this Ogungbe lawyer to Mr. Loba? The person that introduced this man to Mr. Loba, I'm not going to say too much.
Adedoye, you asked a question.
No, I'm not. Hold on, please, Mr. Andy. I'm not talking to you yet. Please, let me finish. Please, sir, with due respect, sir. I am so flabbergasted. I am really flabbergasted. What is this case about? What happened to Ilerioluwa? Now, I'm beginning to... I think it is so pitiful. It's a shame. Mr. Loba, how did you get this guy? Who linked you up with this Ogungbe and whatever? there is not too much about this lawyer. And I am so, let me use the word again, flabbergasted. That's why this lawyer went to court. And Aristocrat made a statement the other day, said this lawyer would have argued, or not argued, let's not use the word argue. He would have laid down what they want in terms of the paternity. Aristo said, but he never did. But I think I was so upset with Aristo that day, and I said, no. Now I'm beginning to understand why you, Ogungbe, went to court and you did not say nothing to the lawyer, to the judge. You accepted everything, and you came out and you said you accept what the judge said. Listen, I'm so pained. I'm really, 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 really pained. I was trying to eat and I just could not eat. To know that what these guys are trying to do is to cover up the death of this young man. Not only to cover his death. Supervise or whoever is moderating. Let me hold my thoughts for now, because I have butterflies. I mean, I don't want to use that. I'm just, Ogungbe and nonsense, or whatever you call yourself. I am so flabbergasted. Let me not say too much. Let me just mute for now. Thank you.
Let me really advise you. I can see you are so emotional. You have to take it easy, be strong, yeah? I remember you are one of those strong supporter.
Hello, listen, excuse me. Don't use the word emotional. When you use emotional, hold on please. Emotion, when you use emotion, being emotional is a strong word. Okay. I am not emotional. I am just, let me use the word, I'm surprised. Not emotional.
Okay, okay, let's say you are in shock. You are in shock.
Use the word, I'm surprised.
Okay.
I'm surprised.
All right, okay, just take it easy, okay?
I am surprised. The surprise, Bishop, it's the people that surrounds Mr. Loba. How did you get this lawyer? Because this case, the Mohbad case, is a well-strategized, calculated murder. And this is what mafias do. Hold on. It's a well-calculated, strategized murder. And this is what mafias do. Mr. Loba. Let me hold on.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Adedoye, let me answer your question. You say who brought the lawyer? All the lawyers that have stepped into Mohbad's case and left, they are all brought by Mr. Miwa. I remember far back, December of 2023, stroke January of 2024, when Miwa brought Odumosu. He said to us, when I and Supreme stand against Odumosu, he said to us that there is no harm in trying. If they try, it doesn't work, they will fire and replace. And that is what Miwa is doing. Miwa brought the lawyer. He brought the lawyer to Mohbad. The same Miwa that said, Wunmi is our wife. We can't take Wunmi to court when Supreme was insist that they must put petition on Wunmi. The same you were told us behind the scene. Wunmi is our wife, Lîəs is our son. We can't go to court and come back home and settle. So we shouldn't even talk about petition on Wunmi. You see, I just have one thing to say today to Baba Mohbad, Wunmi Adebanjo, Mama Mohbad, and Adura. The earth will judge you guys. The ocean will judge you guys. The heaven will judge you guys. The air will judge you guys. The universe as a whole will judge you guys for what you guys have done to Mohbad. It was a pure sacrifice. Mohbad was sacrificed. Mohbad was killed in that home. Mohbad's spare part was used as sacrifice. And that's the reason why nothing is moving on. You see, when we see people fighting each other, what is happening is beyond our imagination. Some of us are not even strong in the spiritual realm. You see all this confusion going on here and there. It's not ordinary. It's designed because they thought they could just kill this boy and go free like that. Mohbad and then is fighting. Whatever we are doing here today is not by our power. We are fighting with the spiritual realm. People that has used Mohbad's blood to take an oath. Are they human beings? They are ritualists. They are cultists. So these are the people we are fighting with. So it's beyond us, but we are going to do what we can do and leave the rest to God. But like I say, the universe will judge these four people: Baba Mohbad, Mama Mohbad, Wunmi, and Adura. The universe will judge you guys. You know, for even
Susie, the way you are saying talking now, you're making me like I feel you're tired and you're like, yes, so okay, we'll leave it for now. But one, quite long, Susie, you said Baba Mohbad must tell us the ale where it by picking,
no,
and then
Baba,
you will come and tell us after the DNA. We are still on that hope.
He will. Baba will tell us. Baba will tell us. The court, and that is where we're going to try. We're still going to try the justice system of Nigeria, where we have member of family telling us when DNA is done, he will tell us what killed Mohbad.
Sorry,
Hold on.
Queen Brand. And Susie is not in UK. Okay, Susie is in America. And I don't know. I think she's in Nigeria, so it's not weather that is affecting them.
Okay, Susie.
Hold on. Let me finish talking.
I was going to say something.
Let me finish talking. Yeah. And we have Wunmi on the other side telling us, you see, all these things as things to be worked on. Me, Susie, nobody on the surface of this world would discourage me for what I have in mind to do. I'm waiting for Baba Mohbad to finish his DNA. His word, each of them. Mama Mohbad, her word, saying that somebody Baba Mohbad sent people to Mohbad's house to stab him. The word is out there. We'll put it out there for the government. If the government say no, this word is not good enough to hold this individual responsible to tell us what killed Mohbad. Then at that point, I will rest my case. Then I will leave everything to the universe to judge them. I know why I'm saying what I'm saying. The universe, because these people, they are not going to tell us what killed Mohbad. But if they've been threatening of going to jail for life, they will talk. But we're going to wait for that time to come. For somebody that is saying, oh, cold, I'm not bipolar like some of you. I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm saying. So Baba himself knows. If I say the universe will judge him, he knows what I mean. They know what happened to Mohbad. Mohbad was killed in that house. Mohbad was used as ritual. Why? Why did they sacrifice Mohbad? That's the question we should ask this family. What was the reason why? Why that sacrifice? Well, thank you, everybody.
All right. Let me say something. I listened to Showore. Showore said something. Showore said, on the case of Mohbad, for Mohbad, Showore said something. And I want you to go back and listen to what Showore said about Mohbad when he was interviewed. Whatever is going on with the case of Mohbad, I think I'm starting to understand what, the gist. It's unfortunate. It is so sad. It is very, very sad. It is sad. It is extremely sad. Why someone like me speak on platform is because I really felt that the way Mohbad was buried shouldn't have been. And it was so suspicious that something somewhere or somebody somewhere called for that, for his death. And we are going to go back to Mr. Aloba. Mr. Aloba, this is your son, Mohbad. You know what happened to this child. I will not, at this point, I will not say that you don't know what happened to Mohbad. And justice lies in your hands. It lies in your hands whether you want this young man who is diseased to have justice, like they say on TikTok, or not to. It lies in your hands. And after getting a briefing about this lawyer, on understanding who this lawyer is, the new lawyer that you hired, I'm so flabbergasted. Maybe I will cut you slack that you don't really know, you did not understand, or maybe you did not vet the lawyer. Let's understand. Let's put that in a way. Because why am I talking this way? And I'm starting to believe that the 2 million naira that was presented at the time that Mohbad died, I've always questioned that 2 million naira. And I've asked, why was it given? We are talking about a mega star. Mohbad had money. Why was money presented for his burial when Mohbad had money? If Mohbad did not have money, we will not be talking about his estate now. Why will you talk about somebody's estate if he doesn't have money? When we talk about, we know what estate is. But 2 million naira was presented on the very day that he died. Why was that money presented And according to what we heard, a popular musician ordered that money should be given. And this same popular musician is seen with this lawyer drinking, partying, and snapping pictures. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
Someone came to this platform, this panelist was saying that it doesn't matter when they take picture of it together. It doesn't matter.
And this same lawyer is saying snapping pictures. And are you I have always questioned these lawyers. I think I spoke on Supervised 2 days ago and I questioned this lawyer. I was so upset. And I've questioned him. I raised an alarm. I said no. You know when you see an intelligent lawyer speak, you know this is an intelligent lawyer. The first time he spoke at Alhaji Issa, I said, okay, yeah, this guy, he spoke good. Then after listening to him, after digesting, and I said, no, this is not it. Mr. Lover, I will make this submission, then the ball is in your court. Susie, everyone here who have been screaming and talking from various, I would say from different parts of the world, to some that live in Nigeria, that some of us, we've been talking, using data, talking on case, just talking on mobile, is because of the pain that we have for mobile, for how mobile died. It's because we don't want this trend to continue in Nigeria. It's because we want that a music industry to be flushed. But unfortunately, what happened to mobile is beyond what we all are thinking. It's beyond it. After this lawyer, now and saying that he was in a club dancing with somebody that gave 2 million on the day that Mohbad died. I tell you, this is beyond what we think. This is way more than what we think. And as such, we are, sometimes you say, let's look at something with a microscopic eye. When you don't understand, this is beyond what you think. Look at Mohbad's toxicology. Mohbad autopsy came back inconclusive. The Nigerian police, or whoever it is, assumed Mohbad. A sample was taken. They said they took it to MNS or wherever they took it to. Unfortunately, MNS said they never received anything. And they gave inconclusive results on Mohbad's toxicology and autopsy. Right? Look at the coroner. An intelligent magistrate who would have given look at everything. Look at the steps. It's been nothing but failure. Because someone somewhere is trying to botch this case so that nothing comes out of it. But I want to tell you something. Whatever happened to that young man, as long as God lives and is alive, it will come to the daylight. We will know one day. Mr. Loba, it's in your court. If you want justice for your son, all well, good luck. I'm going to leave it alone as it is. I'm going to listen to submissions. Thank you.
In addition to what Adede say, 2 million was given immediately. 2 million was given to hurriedly bury Mohbad. If something was not going on, if Mohbad died a natural death, 2 million will not be rushly given to. And then you give 2 million to this father of the boy, the disease, without even asking question, what happened? You didn't even give the 2 million for them to go and put him in the mortuary. You gave them 2 million to hurriedly cover and bury this guy because you people have taken what you want to take in his body for your ritual purpose to keep you people life going and suffer. Mohbad has to suffer for that your secret or your society, evil society you people are in that country. 2 million was given, not the instruction to take the body to the mortuary. That was not the reason 2 million was given. 2 million was given for Mohbad to be hurriedly buried so that evidence will be covered. Then, after they buried that poor guy, instantly they see the burial ground. It's unusual. When you bury someone, they will wait for 7 days to allow the sun to go down before they do the cementing or the tiling of that grave. They didn't do that on Mohbad. They hurriedly bury this guy and see the place very well so that people don't go overnight to go and uproot the dead body to see what they have taken away from this guy. That's why they hurriedly bury him. We all know what you did to this guy. How can a lawyer who is looking for justice for Mohbad went to court and the judge says that Baba Mohbad will not be involved in the process? He will only just go there and make sure and see the sample being taken, and that is it. That is it. I've said it on my life or somewhere on another platform. How can you deprive this man not to go through the process of this DNA if that DNA will give us justice, which I believe it won't? Anyway, I don't even want to go about this DNA anymore. Because we all know, even when you, Wunmi, know that you have already tell us the result of this DNA. It's only we just want official document to perfect it. Wunmi has already told us that this child does not belong to Mohbad. We're only just looking for a way to get the official document to perfect it that yes. Because as a woman, you have been accused that you have a child that does not belong to your husband, and even your father-in-law as well says that this child does not belong to him. And he says and even Mohbad friends as well have told your father-in-law that this child does not belong to him. And then the public as well have accusing you that this child does not belong to Mohbad. You cannot just go to the hospital and just take order that you want to go and visit your husband in the mortuary. Take sample, take a sample, and do the DNA.
Just
and search it out.
Mama, yes. When did she say that?
Who?
Wunmi, you said Wunmi said that the child does not belong to her. Where?
No. I'm talking about her behavior. Her activity. When she has gone so far for 2 good years, she has told us the result. We don't need her to say it in her mouth. Her behavior. Okay, let me give you an example. I went to somewhere yesterday. I saw this lady. Her behavior already told me what she's up to, without even saying it. And the next person sitting close to me, and I said, what do you think about this behavior of this lady? Exactly the information her behavior have submitted to us is what we observe, and we concluded that, okay, that is it. This is her behavior have told us what we want to hear from her, without even saying it in her mouth. People's behavior and the rules and the activities they play around and in a situation where you have been accused. An example, if you have been accused of stealing somebody's stuff and you cannot come out and show us that you did not steal that stuff, you ignore people accusing you of stealing something, you are not doing any effort to show to that people that I did not steal anything. Open your bag. You cannot open your bag. Take people to your house to show that that thing, whatever that thing has stolen, is not in your house. It's not in your possession. It's not in your bag. You could not give us that demonstration. The child in your hand, you can flash it on social media, take a picture with the child, dancing with the child, teaching the child how to say daddy and stuff. But you cannot take that child to the hospital and do your personal DNA and bring it out to the public. And you public have accused me, father-in-law have accused me, Mohbad friends have accused me, and saying that this child does not belong to Mohbad. Here is the DNA of the child. I've done it. But we are told that you have done some secret one that you kept in your pocket that is so difficult for you to bring it out. Even the lawyer said it in the court that they asked Wunmi that, Wunmi, why are you finding it difficult to do DNA? She said she has done 2 DNA. That DNA is in her hand, that she can even bring it if the lawyer wants. Why would you wait till stage before lawyer asks you, before you now say you can even bring it? When we see a lot of things happening out there where people will be accused of this person, they will come to social media and debunk the accusation. You never come to debunk that this child does not belong to Mohbad. You did, even if you have done that, you never come to show us evidence to prove that this child does belong to Mohbad. If you show for yourself inside your heart, why are you finding it difficult to go and get the DNA done and bring it out to the public? So that people will move their, okay, or you don't want to bring it out so that people will still focus on the DNA to distract the whole fire of Mohbad. Because this DNA is an heavy distraction. That people are so upset that why is she not bringing this child to go and do DNA without even Father Hilo going to court to stress himself? Take the child and give it to your Father Hilo. If they want to buy the child because of property, let them buy now. The blood will be on their hands. You touch your child everywhere you go. You see Father Hilo as a devil. This is the same Father Hilo that has been holding the child in a video clip, dancing with the child. Suddenly now that the Father Hilo says, where is the placenta? With all this placenta, as the placenta not show us that the child does not belong to Mohbad? Where is placenta? Because it's placenta supposed to be in the family of the child. The father of the child family. They are the ones who bury placenta. Where did you take placenta so? So will you be angry? Wunmi supporter, will you be angry with the public accusing Wunmi of forcing a child into Mohbad? Will you be upset? Have you people asked placenta, ask Wunmi where is placenta? Why is placenta not given to Baba Mohbad or Mohbad? Where did the placenta go to? So that placenta is one evidence to show that she has already told us the child does not belong to Mohbad. Second evidence again, she has shown to us that the child does not belong to Mohbad. Is she finding it difficult to do DNA on her own without going through court process? She says she wants to go through court process so that Baba Mohbad don't go and manipulate it. At least if you go through the court process, it will be original and they will not manipulate. What about you as an individual? Just why don't you go and do your own separate one and give it to Baba? Then let Baba go and do his own to compare with the one you have done. But instead, the one you have done, you tied it in your pocket, so holding it so tight inside a suitcase. And I believe that DNA you done, you must have put it inside a suitcase and have 20 padlock to lock it, so that nobody can ever go in there. Because if you will know very well, we have seen you on social media, we see the way you talk so rough. We that have seen the way you talk so rough and rude to your Father Elo. If actually that child belongs to Mohbad, you would have flashed that DNA test you have done. You would have bring that result out. We trust you people like you, Wunmi. You will never keep it and waiting for Baba and waiting for the court. You will not do that. But because you know that child does not belong to Mohbad, that's why you are still holding on to that test you done. That DNA test is still there. You don't want to bring it out. If that result test is positive, as you went to court with Baba Mohbad that day, you say, Baba, I will test you, Motishe is positive. Go and compare with your own. I will give you this child whenever you're ready. Call me. Why is it difficult for you to do? Why is it difficult? I'm not looking at Baba behavior towards the DNA. I'm looking at Wunmi's own behavior as a woman. You allow your son to be subject of mocking and bullying and dragging on social media. You have no love for that little boy. Can you not save that boy for once and for all? Just go to the court and tell them you don't want this process anymore. Papa, come and take this child. Go and do DNA. I will follow you with the child. Let's go do and do it. It's family affair. Why are you finding it difficult to do that? Just go straight and get it done. And protect this child. I feel sorry for the boy when I see the way they drag this boy on social media. This handsome little boy, you pull it out there for social media to be dragging. You don't care about your child. You don't care about nobody. Only about yourself and mobile property. That's all you people are interested in. Look at the way you are preparing damaging in that boy's future. You allow people to bully this boy, accusing this boy, harassing this boy. If this child belongs to Mohbad, why are you finding it difficult to bring that DNA test you have done to slap it on Kofi's face that stop dragging my son? Stop mocking my son. Stop bullying my son. This is the certificate of it. Shut up. You couldn't do that. That's why Kofi is still there. Another one still there, dragging this little boy. With every way, no woman will do this. No woman will tolerate this. No matter how they try to say, I don't want to bring it up, I want to let them talk. You will feel the impact of what you are preparing for your son. How you are allowing these people to keep on bullying and dragging this little boy. You will force yourself to bring that DNA out if it's really a mobile child. Why are you finding it difficult to bring the test out? Because you know the child does not belong to mobile. Otherwise, what kind of a mother we see people dragging her son so badly like that? Now there's even doing this AI generate whether it's generator or generation. This AI, they have even used Lîəs as AI to be talking. That Aloba is not my father. I am from the palace. They have even used this boy to be used. The AI use the AI of this boy picture or whatever it is. On social media, everywhere you go now, anywhere if I just open my TikTok, first I see is Lîəs there with a video. Oh, who is my daddy? I'm daddy is this. No, dada, this is not your daddy. This is that. Why are you allowing this boy to be subject of bullying?
Justice, Mama.
Yes.
Are you there? Please,
yeah.
Don't let us talk about children on the platform. Can you please about that?
Oh, no. But you can see that I'm not abusing the child. Neither am I dragging the child. I'm just expressing how this child has been bullied.
What I'm saying is that, I don't allow children's stuff on my platform.
Yes, you abuse the child. And you are saying something wrong about the child, which is very wrong.
Which one? Which one said it? Where?
Oh, you say she should take the boy to the grandfather and let the grandfather kill him.
Oh, yes. On the message, not on the voice here. On the chat, somebody was accusing me of my children, and then you expect me not to retaliate back.
Justice.
So she should take the boy to the father that said
exactly.
That said on the national TV that I hate the mother. So I should take that child to that father that told me that she hates me, that called my child that my child is a bastard.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's your blood.
You will do so. You will protect your child that way. That's how you will protect your own child.
It's your blood. It's his father's blood. It doesn't matter. They're not going to kill the child. Are they going to buy the child?
Fine, babe.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes. They're not going to buy the child. It's his blood.
But you say, you just said that let the grandpa, let it kill the child. If he wants to. So that's how you will protect your own child.
Because it's not going to kill the child.
Can I come in super
because it's not going to kill the child.
And you mentioned one thing in the video. You said,
why would you fight the child? You said it's not
why did you give the father-in-law the placenta? Is that how you...
Mute your super fights. Thank you. Let me just comment this.
One second.
Can you mute, please?
Hold on, Mr. Hamdi. Can you just mute? Justice, hold on. Now allow me to talk. Now, 1 second, please. Just please, everybody, 1 second, please. 1 second. Delight, please, 1 second, please. See, yeah? You know one thing that I don't tolerate? I was eating before, so I couldn't hear what you guys are discussing. Please, you know one thing I don't tolerate on this platform is come and shake with family, not even kid. So I saw a comment, I saw a comment that says somebody said that no, God forbid that thing. Please, you know I don't tolerate that.
Speak English. What do you mean by Patomo? I don't understand that.
They say that they should go and kill the enemy of the boy, that they should take him to somewhere. I don't know.
No. Supervise. When you are talking, give space for correction. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not here.
Wait. Okay, you are not there. Let me explain to you what happened. Where you're not there.
What happened? Please explain to me.
When I was talking, somebody, before I spoke earlier, there was a Wunmi supporter who was tagging my name, saying that, is that how, when I was saying that Wunmi should do DNA and bring the result out, The woman was saying that go and tell your Lori Brickle children to bring the results out as well to do DNA. That is when Anna said, go and tell Wunmi to take the child to his father. That is where that coming. The conversation did not just come in like, I just say go and tell. And I used to say that. Because you have shown to me that the child does not belong to Mohbad. So take the child to wherever it belongs to. There is no crime saying that. If you don't want me to say it in your platform, with due respect, I don't mind not saying that. But I can go to anywhere I say it. And where then this lady came again saying that I said they should give the child to the father. You know, when you are talking, you can just say, give the child to the father. If you want to kill her, just like you just talk, say, if you want to kill her, kill her. Now you're picking the list. You know me saying,
that's what you say.
Exactly. It's just like now, supervise now, say, now you're picking, if you want kill him. You know me say, you go kill him. So they twist this around to make it look like I say, me Baba Mohbad, go kill the picking. How does that make sense? So you were in supervise for 3 days ago. This woman, I know you very well. When people were commenting on Wunmi, you came up and said they should not be tagging Wunmi, talking about Wunmi, but you wanted to talk about Baba. They will talk about Wunmi. If you don't want them to talk about Wunmi,
shouldn't talk about Wunmi.
You actually
it's because what supervisor usually say. Supervisor usually say
I said don't call.
He said nobody should force people on his platform. That's what I said. Madam, shouldn't
one second. Madam, let me engage with you. Not in a bad way. Let's not fight. If as a woman like you, you have been accused that the child you gave birth to does not belong to your husband. Will you wait for father-in-law to go to court? Why will you stress yourself? Can you not just go and get
Okay, can I answer you, please? Can I answer you?
Yes.
Okay, if my father-in-law called me, so my child wife, you can hear what the people are saying. Can we do the DNA of this child? If he called me, if he put a call through to me, we will do it. But if my father-in-law should ask his lawyer to write me, do you see the two different things?
Okay, let me
Madam,
when did you start this case?
Write a letter.
Madam, did you start this case from beginning? Did you start this case from beginning?
Yes, I did.
Okay, if you start this case from beginning, you will see that the rumor was going up and down. Where Wunmi went to court to say that the placenta was not given to Baba, that is where she has a problem with Baba. Baba will start. That is where their enmity starts. Then Baba
that is corona inquest. That was they asked her a question and she answered.
Yes, that because of the placenta she did not give to Baba. That is where the court asked her what is the difference between you and Baba? What is the problem? Why did you people have issues? She now says that because of the placenta she refused to give Baba. That's where their problem started. Then Baba left the court and now start saying it that since he didn't even remember placenta, that Wunmi is the one that even draw the attention of placenta. Okay, really, if this child really belongs to Mohbad, why did you not give me placenta when this case when I was when?
Okay, madam, can I ask you one question from what you just said now? Can I ask you a question, please?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, now, as a woman now that you just gave birth, are you the one to give the placenta to whoever? Is it not the husband? If my husband deems it fit that this placenta shouldn't go to his father, who am I to say you should feed your father? Who am I?
Okay. Can I come in between?
No, I'm just asking a question.
Can I come in between?
Can I answer you now?
Hold on,
please, Andy, please, can you please hold on a minute, please? We're just engaged, we're not fighting.
We're not fighting.
I'm just asking a question.
Madam.
If my husband deems it that I don't want to give this to you.
Madam. When Wunmi was Madam, please. Yeah. When the court was asking Wunmi, what is the problem between you and your father-in-law? When Wunmi expressed the problem, she did not additionally to it that after not giving my father-in-law placenta, that is where my problem come from. And my husband said I should not give the placenta to my father-in-law. So my husband went to bury the placenta. Why did she not say that?
And the question now is it Wunmi that is still on the bed that we give the placenta out? When you give birth in the hospital, do they usually give the placenta to the father of the child?
Madam, Wunmi did not give birth in the hospital. Do you know that?
Okay, if we realize where she gave birth to, then we give it to the husband. Wunmi will not be strong enough to go and take care of that placenta.
And did you know that the husband was not there? Are you aware that the husband was not there when Wunmi was giving birth? Are you aware of that?
The husband was not in Nigeria when the woman was giving birth.
Not there when Wunmi was giving birth in that native house, native doctor, herbalist, what they call them. The husband, Mohbad was not there. So who took the placenta?
And so Mohbad would have given instruction on how the placenta should be done. So if Baba cannot attack his own son, hold on, please, madam.
With you. If you feel so, that's
no, madam, hold on, please, hold on, please, hold on. But if Baba has any problem with placenta, it should be with his son, not with Wunmi.
Hello. Let me
that
come.
That is my own.
Let me come.
Okay, madam, we know how. Madam, we leave that aside. Okay, you are talking about we're talking about the DNA that if your father-in-law went to the court and do this. Okay, madam, can you, if you are in Wunmi position, let's be real. Your father-in-law is going about getting a lawyer to get you done DNA. You, as a person, as an individual, can you not go and get your DNA done without him? Why the court process was going on? Why they were doing their own thing just to bring that DNA results? And there's a rumor that you have done DNA. You are keeping it in your pocket. Is it not time? Is it not come to time where you will bring that DNA result out and just to stop your child being bullied by this public?
No, okay. Let me ask you something, Justice.
Yes.
If Wunmi should bring out that DNA test result and it show that the child is Mohbad's child, will you?
Yes.
You as a person, would you have believed it?
Okay, I don't care. If I am Wunmi, I don't, madam.
But she doesn't even hold the public. She doesn't hold
any
explanation about it.
Let the
court decide for them.
Few baby. Will you be bothered about whether the justice for Mohbad believe you or Andy don't believe you? Will you be bothered about it? Will you bother about disgracing those people, shutting their mouth up by releasing that DNA out there to the public and make them feel ashamed of themselves? Whether they believe or they don't believe, I don't care.
Do you know that what matters? What matters is that she has done the DNA and she has it in record for her child. So if the child wants any question in future, okay, this is the DNA I did with your grandmother. This is a look at it. If she brought out that DNA test, I'm sure people like you and every other person on this J4M, they will not even believe. She has not done it.
I don't mind. If I'm a woman, I won't mind. I will bring it out.
Let me say.
People up.
Let me say.
Even if I don't believe, it can't be your problem now. Why will you bother if I don't believe? Then
I want to let you know that
you don't have to wait for me to believe. Baby,
let me tell you something. Let me understand something about the child paternity.
You baby.
Hello.
You baby.
Am I
right?
Can I tell you something?
Fine baby. Okay, fine baby. Fine baby, 1 second.
Okay.
Fine baby.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. Why will you even bother if I don't believe? The name under Justice for Mohbad and the Andy and the Arike and the Susie, why will you bother about them not believing? You are not there to please them. You are there to protect that little boy. You are there to show to them that this little boy belongs to Mohbad. Stop dragging my son. Stop embarrassing my son. You are there to prove.
Okay. 1 minute. Let me tell you something now. Forget about the people who don't believe. Okay, I've heard you. But now that the court has given them instruction to go and do the DNA, so why are people still panicking about where they want to do it, how they want to do it? Why can't you guys tell Baba to go ahead, let this thing be done? Okay. Why are we not telling Baba to let this DNA be done? The one that the public paid for, the one that the public want to see. If she has done her own secret, okay, she has done it. Why can't we put pressure on Baba to go ahead and do this one? That will be that the court will supervise. That will be like more transparent than the one she did.
Let me respond.
Why can't we tell Baba that?
Let me respond. Okay.
Yes.
You know, you says why what did you just say? Can you repeat that again? I was just distracted with
No, I said now. Okay, now let us say she did her own and she kept it private because she did it privately just for her, as in to be record for her child. Now that the court has given them instruction, that the court has got involved, and you know, since it's not just now that the court has given them instruction to go and do it, and it has been like a forth and back with Baba. Now, why can't we just put pressure on Baba now that okay, now that the court is involved, do this DNA, let us be clear of what we're saying. Why are we still not asking Baba the right question? That why Baba, why can't you do it? And now that this new lawyer is here again, they've started criticizing this new lawyer again. And by the end of the day,
let me come in there.
And that's what let me come in there
now. Did you just see what? Did you hear what he said? You said that they have started again with their drama. Baba is starting drama. Baba is doing that. That's one that she has done personally and keep to herself. Bring it out. Splash it out there. I can't wait for Papa anymore. All this their drama. Now they are scared. They think I'm going to manipulate it. Look at my results. I've done it. Papa, if you're not happy with, I'm waiting for you. Come whenever you're ready. I want to let everybody know. These people that is embarrassing.
Okay, now, Justice, can I just say one word now, please, because I have to go now?
Yeah.
One other thing that I want everybody to know is, when Mohbad was alive, one thing that you all should know about a child paternity is when Mohbad was alive, he never denied this child. If we do DNA today, and that DNA is not even positive, nobody can say Liam is not Mohbad's child. Do you know that?
Oh, is that how it works?
Is
it your culture? Is it your culture or is it traditional?
No, this is not culture. This is a child pattern. It's this child rights. That child, you can adopt a child, and that child will be your child. You know that.
But that child cannot get access to your wealth, right?
Yes, it will. If you adopt a child, that child has 100% right to your wealth as well. If you adopt a child, yes. Do you know that?
But this child is not being adopted at the moment. Madam, I'm flowing well with
you. No, that's what I got you. You know what child? An adopted child. So far, the man accept the child when he was alive.
About you.
So far, you accept the child.
Even when you are trying not to,
that child is not your own.
Madam, even when you are trying not to pick the wrong of Wunmi, because I know you are a strong Wunmi supporter. Even when you are trying not to.
Yes, I'm a Wunmi supporter. I'm not denying that. Yes, I'm a supporter.
One second. Even when you try not to accept the wrongdoing of her, I can see that at least you are a little bit being honest here. That's why I'm appreciating you. But if you know, quite all right, deep inside your heart, that if you have a child and this child is out there, they are messing up with this child future, you will stand up and stand against that people by bringing that evidence of the DNA to slap it out of their face.
No, what I will do is that I will do that DNA, that I will keep it in record for my child for future reference. I don't hold you any explanation.
Your child is going
because
through at the moment.
What about the damages your child is going through at the moment? You can use it to say whatever you want. I will just
what about the damages your child is going through at the moment? Are you not feeling about that?
No,
the only way you can get that child from this
you will use to
bring the DNA out.
Scratch the ground.
We are not learning from you guys. We are not learning from you guys.
Let's settle this once and for all.
Let me come in.
Fine, babe. Hold on one second, Mr. Andy. You will come in now. You see, one thing is that you see about this DNA issue. To me as a person, it's good that you people discuss DNA issue, but there is something I will say. Let's take the little baby out of the equation. Okay? Even when you get to any court, every judge will tell you what they call child protection, acts. Let's leave the young boy out of all of this. We can talk about the DNA between the father and the mother of the boy, but let's leave the boy out of all of this. Okay? So when you people are having that discussion, please leave that boy. Talk about Baba and talk about Wunmi, two of them, but leave the young man out of everything. I think we can all understand that. The way both of you are going at each other, no quarrel, no fight, it's just a simple question. And I believe you know that, okay, fine, babe supports me, but the fact is that she has never been disrespectful. She always asks questions and she will just give her own submission. All right? So that is why I always allow her on this platform. The same thing goes to Buki. So that is it. God bless you. Okay, Mr. Handy, you can...
Yeah, thank you. Let me quickly just say this. The question we need to ask ourselves regarding to this issue of paternity DNA. When Wunmi Adebanjo gave birth to Lîəs, were you there? When she was with
Mr. Andy, please, thank you so much. Thanks for allowing me. I'm going now. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. You can be listening.
All right, Mama. All right.
Placenta issue or no issue, none of us we are there. But when we look what has transpired in the last 2 years, You cannot trust Omowummi, neither Joseph Aloba himself. Both of them, they are full of lies. They are full of lies. Now, this is my own personal opinion. When we are talking about this issue of DNA, please, the innocent person on this family is that little child. Is that little child. And the second person that I think is an innocent in all this matter now is Mohbad. And the reason is very simple. He's gone. He cannot speak for himself. When the lies, billions of lies on his head, he cannot get up there and challenge the lies. Now, let's go back to the issue of this DNA. This is my own personal opinion. Some of you that you are still waiting for the results of that DNA to come negative, especially those of you that you are strong supporter of Joseph Aloba, you need to think twice. It's not coming negative. Because the same people Joseph Aloba used to do the autopsy and the toxicology, the same people, they are still lingering in the circle of Joseph Aloba. If Joseph Aloba wants to prove that thing right, yeah, those people lingering around of him will never allow him to put it right. Put that one at the back of your mind. Know that one for sure, that even though the court eventually grants Joseph Aloba to go and do that DNA of that innocent child, is coming back positive. I'm telling you this, know this. Because if the government have given Joseph Aloba the privilege to go and do the toxicology and the autopsy, everything come back inconclusive. Let's put that one aside. Another point is this. This is my own personal opinion. If Omowummi does not have something skeleton on a cupboard, Omowummi could have done that DNA a long time ago. But me, this is my personal opinion. I may be wrong. That son, that boy, I don't think it belongs to Mohbad. And the reason is this. If Omowummi, she's sure of herself, long time ago, he could have done this and put Joseph Aloba under the bus long time ago. Long time ago, to throw Joseph Aloba under the bus. But he have his own reason of not doing it, because that boy does not belong to Mohbad. And we can hear from Omowummi, the new lawyer for Joseph Aloba, according to him, that he challenged Omowummi, blah, blah. Have you done a private DNA regarding? And Omowummi confirm according to the lawyer. And I'm sure that if it's positive, she could have bring it out long time ago. Let me repeat, those of you that you are still waiting for Joseph Aloba to bring the result of the DNA, even though they granted him to go and do his coming back negative, you are deceiving yourself, because the likes of Guresi and family and the rest are still lingering in the carcass of Joseph Aloba. You understand me? And bear it in your mind. It's not Joseph Aloba, their shoes where they went to go and do the toxicology and the autopsy in Spain. It is this Guresi that is bringing lawyer. It is this family that is bringing lawyer. They are the one lingering around Joseph Aloba and messing everything up. And Joseph Aloba allowed them to do so. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Can I quickly speak so I can go?
Okay, go on. Ezoplex.
Okay, good afternoon, Supervise. I haven't spoken on your platform for a while. Okay, I just want to chip in this, that the issue of this DNA has lingered on for too long. I've always made that submission on other platforms that as a mother, there is no sacrifice that is too much to make for a child, even if it is a shame that you have to carry because of your child. As a mother, you should be able to use that and cover your child, and let the child be free. Let the child be innocent. An innocent child have his own life to live. If mistakes have been made because of your own lifestyle, that child should not pay for it. If that means that people are abusing the child, then those who say that need to have their brains checked. What I will stand for any day is that a mother will do everything, because I'm also a mother. I have my own children, and I know the kind of decisions and sacrifices I make for my children. And those who are abusing other people's children, those who have never had children, I'm very happy for you that you are abusing people's children. And you are cursing people who have children, or you are cursing other people's children. You don't even know their children. You don't know where they are in life. You don't know what they're doing, how they're doing. You think every child is just useless because their mothers are not supporting your boss. You're unfortunate for you. I pray for you. That's what I'll say to you. Now, there is no sacrifice that's too much for a mother to make for a child. It doesn't matter whether the world will believe you or not. But you should know that what you are doing is the truth, and nobody is going to do it. Then do it and move on. You have saved your child from this reproach, and that is what should be important and paramount.
Madam, thank you so much. I thought I was the only one that has this brain. See, reason the way you are. Hey, God. So thank you so much. Please carry on.
So that would be my own position on this issue of DNA or no DNA. I don't need a court order to do a DNA to prove my child. But if this is how it has become with the Alobas, because of the family, the property, and the lack of understanding, both the father of Mohbad and Wunmi, the acclaimed wife of Mohbad, the two of them have been very disappointing. They have not been responsible about this whole thing at all. And so if they think that somebody is going to play games, nobody can trust anybody with the paternity of a child, and you know that you are putting this child out there, you have put his face all over the globe, everybody can identify this child, everybody knows you are talking about this child's paternity. How did this child even enter this whole issue of what was quiet? But now that this is where we are today, I will implore the mother to give herself brain and do the needful. Even if you are not going to publish it to the world, at least clear it with the Alobas and let everything be normalized. Clear it with the people who are doubting the paternity of your child, because it is only to them that the paternity of this child is important. It is not important to all of us that are analyzing that are not related to your family. We're not members of your family. Why should the paternity of your child be my business? If the child belongs to the Alobas, good for the Alobas. If it does not belong to them, good for whoever owns the child. But at least clear that child and let that child have a life. Let him have his own life to live. Let him be able to secure his future. Remove the hate and the reproach, and how people, his own peers, will be making him feel inadequate as he grows up. You see, you think children don't notice things, or think children are not aware. The internet does not forget. And the only time you can shut down this internet and all the evil things that have been said about this child is to clear his name. If that is the only thing you're going to achieve in this whole case, Omowummi Adebanjo, do it and move on. After all, you've always said you didn't care about anybody, you didn't care what anybody thought. You should care about your child, even if you don't care about anybody. That child means the world to you. You're a mother. Be a mother all the way.
Hey, thank you so much, ma. Thank you. Point of correction. Oh, you told me
I'm not on your platform. I'm not on your platform.
You don't call me.
Sorry, supervise. Can you protect me, please? Because there are some people I don't engage.
Okay, hold on.
Any platform,
Everybody,
I will leave your platform if you are going to get into this.
Hold on, everybody, please. Hold
That's why,
on.
because I'm not here for you to work. I'm here to communicate.
Okay, listen, Justice for Mobile, sorry, ma. When I read the CTC, and Omowummi was asked to introduce herself, I think she introduced herself as Omowummi Adebanjo. So that is where I picked that name from. If her name has changed since then, I will need that update with CTC. So that is fine. I don't have a problem. It's the problem of their lovers. It's not my problem. Nobody, I don't know them. They brought their matter to the internet, and we're all analyzing and discussing. And we're talking because of the child that is involved. There are two children involved in this matter that have been thoroughly bullied. Mohbad, whose life has been taken away, and the child that is being bandied around, his placenta is being discussed all over the world, his name is being discussed, his paternity is being doubted. the mother needs to step in. If you say that Mohbad was the husband of your youth, then you need to step in and do the needful. Everything that will give that boy justice, you must be pursuing it, but I can't see you doing it. Everything that will free your child from this reproach of being called on unprintable names, you need to stop the people from doing it. And even if it comes out that the DNA is positive, good. Everybody will be happy because now we mean that Mohbad has left a child behind. If that child turns out to be somebody else's child, that is not Mohbad's child, the child did not ask you to give birth to him. You brought him to this world, you must protect him. And so, what if the child does not belong to Mohbad? It belongs to somebody. Leave this child to live his life and be an innocent child all his life. So that will be my own position. Now, on the lawyer that's been introduced recently, because of the concerns of people that are fighting for justice, it would have been nice if a lawyer, an independent lawyer, was allowed to be brought into this case. An independent lawyer that does not have any baggage. The new lawyer has a baggage, to my understanding. He is a partner in BFA and Co. That is Bobo Ajidra's legal firm. If he is a partner in that firm, or was a partner there, it means that he's somewhat affiliated to Davido, who has been mentioned severally in this case. It will cast doubt on the integrity of this process, if this is the lawyer that is standing for Joseph Aloba at this very crucial time. So I think that the issue of the lawyer should be revisited. The lawyer has spoken well. He has brought some drama to it. So I asked the court if she has done DNA. She said she has done it. She can provide the result. I asked if she has had this and that. She did not deny. No problem. That's just to divert attention. And I don't think we're even interested. If a DNA has been done, it was carried out in hospitals in Nigeria. They said 2 have been done. So if those hospitals will be watching that a fake result or a different result from what they have will now be published, and the hospitals will now be looked at as they don't know what they're doing, I'm waiting for that to happen. Because if this had never been done, then there's nobody to check with. But if there's a hospital, or there are 2 different hospitals that have carried out DNA tests in this same matter, and they have the results, if the results that will come out after this court order will be different from that, then we'll be here. Because I'm sure at that point in time, those who have kept things confidential will start to bring them out. So it will only be fair to everybody that whatever result is going to come out of this should also align with whatever has come out before. And let me say something. If a test result has done, a call was coming in, but I'll take it later. Now, if a DNA result is somewhere and has not been released, and a DNA result has now come out, let it be known that people know this result. And if other people know this result and they haven't spoken, anything that's coming out must align with what is there. I wanted to say something.
Can you guys talk about your justice and leave this boy you know?
I was a bit distracted. So, what I want to say...
Tolani, please, let her finish. Everybody will have their time. Let her finish their own submission.
Yes. In this mobile case, for me personally, I would be happy if a result of maternity test with Mohbad is positive. If a result with Mama Mohbad is positive, it clearly shows that there's a relationship between Mohbad and the child, and that should suffice. But if that is negative, then it means that the paternity one cannot be positive. That's what I feel. So anyway, as it is, we want to know what is key to me personally is who pied Mohbad. Why was he pied? Who are those people involved? And they must go down for it. No matter how they try to conceal it, no matter what connections they have in Nigeria, whether it is today or tomorrow, it will happen someday. The real truth about what happened to that young man in his house on the 11th of September 2023 will come to light. That boy has said his name is light, Imole. And when light comes, darkness can never comprehend it. And so that light will still shine into all the corners, all to the darkness that have been covering all this work, and the truth will surely come out. So that will be my submission on this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mama. God bless you. Okay, before the next speaker, let me say a few words before the next person will speak. You see, on this issue of DNA, my advice to Baba Mohbad and Wunmi would be that this is their family issue. You know, I've said this several times on this platform. The one we concern public, now waiting by Mohbad. All these issues should be within themselves. But it is because they brought the whole issue out. They want support for DNA, these blah blah those things. But normally this is not true. This is not our own thing. It's their family thing. So I would just advise Baba, let them just do their thing. They don't know, but who are on the show us? We don't need all of say now waiting happen to DNA. It's not our business. It's their family issue. So let them sort them. I've said it 1 million times.
Please, let me ask you a question.
Please, hold on. Please, let me talk. Everybody will have that time. Please. Let them do their DNA thing. I've said it countless of times on this platform. Let them do their DNA thing. Let us face justice for Mohbad. Whatever outcome, whatever they do, that is their family thing. Every one of us get family. Every one of us too, we know what they disturb us. Everybody on top of the same thing for him, public or no public. So allow them do their issue. That is their issue. You understand? But waiting by now that won't concern us. So if Baba Mohbad tomorrow comes out and say, okay, we've done the thing, my people, this and this, we go listen. Sure, you understand? But anything that has to do with DNA, this, and it's a family affair. It no concern public at all. So I will advise, let them just face their thing. Nobody should be disturbing public that they need support for DNA on whatever, for anything. It is their family issue. The one way concern us, we say, waiting by Mohbad. Who are those people at home? Who are with Mohbad 24 hours before, 24 hours after? Phone forensic, all of these things, now what you concern public? The issue of DNA, the issue of whatever, that is a family affair issue. Allow them deal with their family thing. So when they sort it out themselves, now they know what they will do with their issue. But we, waiting by Mohbad. So that is one way concern us. So God bless everybody. Okay, OG, are you there before? I think let's have you before Tolani.
I'm here, host. I'm here. Can you hear me? Everybody can hear me.
Go ahead, my brother. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Greetings, host, and my regards to the audience and panelists. Please, let me give my submission. I'll try to be quick. I think that in justice for Mohbad, right, as public that came out to say we want to start this movement called Justice for Mohbad, we built a wrong foundation. And as a result of that, everything we have tried to build on top of that wrong foundation has collapsed for the last 2 years. As a people that only knew Mohbad based on his music and based on his public life, after he passed away and we did not like how he was buried, we paid too much attention and gave too much energy to his private life, and it made us overlook everything else that was connected to him. Now, I'm going to start with the people who live abroad. When we started Justice for Mohbad,
Speak loud, please. Your voice is so low there.
Madam, okay, no, thank you. So when we started Justice for Mohbad, most of Baba followers, whether it was before or you're still with him, most of the people, maybe 85-90% who supported Mohbad father, they don't live in Nigeria. So they donated to help him. But in a case where you're trying to know if someone was actually murdered, you cannot do it with a wrong foundation. Because if the foundation is wrong, every attempt you make to unravel what happened, it will collapse. So the wrong foundation of justice for Mohbad is beginning this movement with Mohbad's dad. I will put that aside. If you look at the way they announced Mohbad passing and the way he was buried and the way things have happened in 2 years, you will realize that not everybody, but so many people connected to him were made to play a role. Starting from the wife, his brother, his PA, his friends, and the final role of whatever happened to Mo was his dad. Consciously or unconsciously, because he came when Mo was already dead, probably embalmed, no problem. But he came and moved Mo's corpse from Mo's house, a supposed crime scene, and took it somewhere else. And the final piece of that role that people played in the passing of Mohbad is the burial. So the father was roped into this situation already before they even thought of justice for Mohbad could happen. That is not to say he's not a good father or he's not a good man. It's just to put everybody in check. So that tomorrow, for example, if Mohbad's father, for whatever reason, if he just did 5 years later or 4 years later and say, but I don't really like what happened that time, and decide to be bold or try to make an attempt, they make sure that everybody that is around him in that period played a role, including his mom, including the tension that started going to the show, coming back from the show, everything. If you come now to the distraction that is put in front of us now, which is quite typical because everything we have done for 2 years, let's be honest, is distraction. And this distraction is mostly because the people in diaspora that supported Baba before, they had no strategy. I know it's good to donating money, but that was from a place of emotion, from a place of affection, from a place of humanity perspective. If you want to cash somebody that did anything to Mohbad, you must show zero emotion. So after donating those funds, there is nobody on that can prepare the energy of the people. I will give you an example. When Yomi had an issue with Adura, Yomi went to the station in person. When Yomi disagreed that, okay, I'm the complainant, did they speak it in English? I brought this case here, but I'm the complainant, but you have turned me to a witness, but I disagree with you. What did Yomi do? He had to file paperwork to support his disagreement. So, for example, now, we as a people, as a public, if we know tomorrow or we have evidence now that maybe Darosha did something, who is going to go and do everything, file paperwork, enforce what? Is it Mohbad dad or Mohbad dad lawyer? If that is the case, it will be a settlement case. Because everything that will involve Mohbad's dad in justice for Mohbad, it will end up in settlement. Because Mohbad was already buried. I know we like to ignore it. We like to say, he was not there when he died. It was after he died. Is it the burial that killed him? But that burial is significant in whatever happened to Mohbad. And as much as we ignore it, the more we get nothing. So even if we have evidence today, who is going to push the evidence on behalf of the public? If it's Mohbad's father and Mohbad's father lawyer, it is going to end in settlement. Let me divert a little bit and enter DNA. I believe that when people protested in Nigeria before Mohbad was exhumed, It was not to know the paternity of that child. It could come up in investigation, but that was nobody really gave any shit about that side of his life at that time. Because things like that always end in settlement. Mohbad father, the court, we know that in this life, in the history of women, a lot of women have given other men children. Some grow old and die and never know about it. We know that it's there in the history of women. So Mohbad dad also know that if I have to pursue this case, it's not really because I don't want anything to do with this child. First, it is because I want clarity. One. Number two is because I want to know if I can be in control of whatever my son has left behind. Those two reasons, they serve him well, and it is for good measure, but they don't serve the public. So no matter how we try to question his union with Wunmi or the paternity of the child, one thing is clear: the law, the court, they deal with fact. And the fact is that Mohbad lived with Wunmi and the infant until his last day. That is not to say she cannot hurt him. But the court knows that if there's no substantial evidence that will link that thing to a murder, nothing is still going to happen. And that's why the court is relaxed in taking care of the situation, because eventually end in settlement. It always does. It will not change now. So this wrong foundation is laid for like 6 months. If you observe justice for Mohbad across all the platforms, we sound so powerless. We sound like we are begging the government to do something. But this is the same people that forced the government to exhume Mohbad. You see the irony? And why has this happened like this? Because we lay a wrong foundation for a solid movement like Justice for Mohbad. For the last 6-8 months, we don't have anything to make us feel satisfied that we have sacrificed enough since the passing of Mohbad. I know we don't like to put the blame on us. That is okay. It's fine. But we need to agree that in something as sensitive as the possible murder of somebody, you can't lay a wrong foundation. And in the quest of that kind of justice, so many people will come into the crossfire, including family, relatives, and friends. So if we now decide that, okay, we have done everything for Mohbad dad, and he failed us, does that mean we didn't have any hope of justice for Mohbad aside Mohbad's dad?
Okay, thank you.
Because the government is not taking us serious anymore. You see? And they have a reason for not taking us serious. It's not because they don't pay attention to what's going on. It's because they know that we don't have anything going for us anymore. They know that the person we push in front is not somebody that have the same intentions that we do. And Mohbad's father, he made a decision without emotion, and that is how you can operate in this kind of thing. The government is operating without emotion. Wunmi's camp and our lawyers, they are operating without emotion. So the fact that we are angry now that Mohbad did not do what we thought he would do, or what he should do, or what his lawyers should have done, is because he acted with no emotion. And we don't have anything to hold on to. We now find ways to keep ourselves busy in justice for Mohbad. Let it not be like after we have said no justice, no burial for 2 years, suddenly we don't want it anymore. Because his father has made it clear. the most important thing now is the DNA. And as a matter of fact, the DNA is what is delaying the burial. If we get the DNA done, we will bury Mohbad. That is a statement without emotion. He don't give a fuck about the public or what we are thinking. What is important to him and the family now is to have peace in that family. Whether we like it or not, the family will settle. Except we as public find ways to catch the people we want to catch. Because we are ignoring things that are significant just because we laid the wrong foundation. We cannot do anything through Mohbad father. We cannot arrest one single person in that house through Mohbad father. It will not happen because it will be like going to a rope himself, because that rope is going to go and come around and get to him.
Oh, gee, 2 minutes more, my brother.
Thank you, boss. Ignore it or not, please, my people. We don't need anything that has emotion anymore. And whatever that family is doing is not supposed to be the business of the public anymore. The focus is who, what, and why Mohbad is dead today. We have heard a lot of stories. We have seen things. The family have come out to give us clues in different narrations. But we don't have anything to hold up to. So we only come online and the government don't take us serious. And Yomi, let me wrap it up with him. He tried to go against the family. And the family, the father side and the wife side, they push their side of the public against Yomi. Because if you want to even get close to justice for Mohbad, you must go against the family. There's no two ways about it. Thank you, host.
Thank you so much, my brother. OOG. God bless you. Buki, are you there? Before Benny. Buki, are you there?
Hello. Yeah, I'm here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, host. Sister Rika, I don't know what I do you. They always block me. But no wala. Good day, everybody. First, I want to talk about the DNA. I think when I come to this platform, I've been listening to some of the speakers. The people that are enabling people abusing the minors are even the ones that are worried about what happened to the child. The people supporting Wunmi are not worried. The baby is okay, is protected. He's 5 months old when the father died. He's now 2 years. If people are thinking that what is the baby thing, the baby is still a toddler now. He doesn't even know what is going on. He doesn't have a phone to know what is going on.
Buki.
Yeah?
Okay. Nobody abused anybody on this.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying enabler. Enabler. Like you now, on your platform, you said nobody should abuse the minor. Whatever impact you're making, it might be little, but it says a lot. Do you understand? But you see some people that even when they are abusing the minor in the platform, they'll be gifting the person, they'll be making comments, encouraging the person. And then they'll be in another platform and say they are not abusing the minor. They never do this. But you are an enabler. You are encouraging the person abusing the minor. So you are even part of the problem. So coming to another platform and saying that, oh, you don't ever abuse a minor, forget it. As long as you're an enabler, you're part of the problem. So, and the mother is not complaining about anything. She can sort herself out. So I just see that most people that are worried about what is going to happen to the child are the ones that are enabling the person abusing the child. So let everybody face their own problem. Leave the child alone. Thank you. Now, let's talk about the issue. When you said who killed Mohbad or what's the way forward, in all narrative, nobody talked about the nurse. There was a nurse involved. Now, if you don't believe the nurse, that is your own problem. This case is not an emotional case. This is a fact and evidence case. Like, if you have an evidence, you go to the court and like, you know what? This nurse, I don't believe she's guilty due to this evidence. Not that because you don't believe the nurse or you don't believe the nurse did it. That doesn't mean you want to know what killed Mohbad, what's the way forward, what's this, what's that. Your own is like, okay, I have this evidence that this nurse is not even involved in this case whatsoever. That's a good evidence. You can bring it to the court or give it to Baba's lawyer so that he can present it to the court. Not like you come in because you do not believe. The court does not care about your emotion, about whether anybody believes.
Okay, we have two nurses. Which of the nurses are you talking about? There are two nurses.
Nurse Ishara or whatever, the one that is convicted. There's one nurse that is convicted. The other nurse, they said she came with the ambulance. The one that came to the house is what I'm talking about. And if you guys have this evidence that the nurse is not involved, that is what you should present to the court and let them know that, okay, it's not that's not the case. Then maybe we can go back to look at the investigation again. But
what about the nurse that slept over the night?
What about who? Who is the nurse that slept over the night?
Yeah.
What's her name? Who is she?
Well, we should ask Omowummi that.
Why would you ask Omowummi?
Because she's
because you, what about your lawyer? Why are you always like, you ask Omowummi, you ask Omowummi, you ask Omowummi? You paid millions of naira for a lawyer. Why are you blaming Omowummi for what your lawyer
to her mouth before she mentioned that there was a nurse in the house?
And why is your lawyer not questioning her?
She should come out to tell us who the nurse is.
Supervise, can you see what I'm talking about? You want the Omowummi to come out and tell you, Omowummi should come out for the DNA. Is that what? I don't understand. I don't want to argue to people like that.
Hold on, Buki. Can you mute for 1 second, please?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, what Dark Chocolate is asking is so simple. You see, we only know one nurse before. All of us, which is not Feyi Shara was her name. I think it was during an interview that Wunmi said 2 nurses. I believe you know that time. And now, what she's asking is that which of the nurse, is it nurse Feyi Shara or the other nurse? It hasn't caused for any fight. She's just asking a question. So it's just for you to answer, you don't know, you think it's not Feyi Shara. Simple.
Okay, even if there is a nurse that slept overnight, Mohbad did not die when the other nurse was on duty. Right? Because you want to know who killed Mohbad.
So how did you know? Are you there?
How did I know? You just said that somebody slept overnight.
I'm asking you, how did you said Mohbad did not buy over that night? Where you
because the Feisha talked that he saw Mohbad, he gave him an injection. So that's an evidence enough that he saw him alive when she arrived at the house.
Yeah, she said so.
Yeah, she said so. So that's an evidence enough. So what is there to ask again about not sleeping over?
Continue with your subject.
Yeah, so like that's the kind of evidence we're talking about. Like you have to have an not before or after or anything. What happened, like if they're talking about what happened at the concert, is how did he get injured? We can say this, that eradicates Prime Boy from anything that happened to Mohbad. But what happened when he died is what you should be worried about. Like, okay, this is this. First of all, eradicate Feishara, then the police can go back to the investigation. Like, okay, Feishara is not the person who caused the death. Then we have to look for another alternative. But without an evidence that cuts Feishara out of the investigation, then there's no case whatsoever. You can look at any loopholes about before or even during the death or even after the death, the burial or anything. Yeah, that people make mistake. Baba or Wunmi might make a mistake after the burial, but what happened to Mohbad that caused his death? They've already done the investigation. They've got evidence. But if you guys have something that eradicates Feishara, then you can move on. But coming online and saying that blah, 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 you don't believe. Whether you believe or you don't believe, it's none of the court or anybody's problem. The thing is evidence and fact.
Okay, is that right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Bukola. Let me say something real quick here. You see, majority of these things you're saying, I like the fact you said it's courts that will be the final say. You don't have to say, people don't have the right to come online, to come and, hear their own opinion in a public case.
I said they don't have the right to. No, I'm not saying that they don't have the right. I'm just saying that if whether you can say anything that you don't believe or anything, anybody can. I'm not saying that nobody has rights. Anybody can say anything. Anybody can even bash you. I'm just saying that if you want, like, okay, if you do not believe this, then there should be something that you believe, or like something to eradicate, like Feishara, that Feishara is not even involved. Anybody has the right to accept whatever.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me engage you real quick. Hold on, what are you doing? Let me engage you real quick here.
Yes, sir.
Let's look at a scenario like this. Let's say Mohbad happens to be your elder brother, or younger brother, or a cousin of you, and on a Saturday evening,
you asked me this before. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask you again. On a Sunday, Mohbad was very, very okay, and he went to a show, and he was back home. And Monday, you pick up your phone, you called him all through Monday, and you couldn't reach him. And on Tuesday, you were told that he's gone. You, as a sister, what will first be your reaction, if I may ask you?
Okay, if you're looking at it at the same scenario, we knew that his blood brother was there.
I'm asking you a question. Leave the blood brother now. I'm asking you as Bukola or Buki, right? You as Buki. I'm asking you a question now. If it is let's say Mohbad is your brother, your blood brother, you as a person.
My relative, yeah.
On Saturday, you call Mohbad, you guys joke on the phone, it's cool, it's okay. On Sunday, the same thing. And he told you, oh, sister, I'm going to a show soon. And you say, okay, all right, brother, no problem. You went to the show, you saw a clip of him performing at the show, nothing happens to him. He is good. On Monday morning, you pick up your phone, you call him all throughout, you couldn't reach him. And on Tuesday, somebody just told you, Mohbad is gone. What will be your reaction, you as a sister, to Mohbad?
Yeah, I will question what happened. And if they tell me, I'll check for investigation. I will kind of investigate about what happened. And if I did not see any conspiracy or anything, yeah, there's nothing I can do unless even if I don't believe the person, as long as there's no evidence that's kind of like telling me that the person did it, unless I have evidence that tell me that, okay, the person with him is the one who did it, I would. I mean, we've seen incidents, people driving and they slump and died. A lot of patients will leave and then will come back the next day. They're dead. Their vital sign and everything is okay. And they're dead. Of course, the investigation will be done about what happened. Is there any conspiracy or something? It's supposed to be done. And if they did it and they find an evidence, yeah, the person involved would kind of like pay the warrant of what happened. But if something like that happens to any relative or a blood brother, I will be, what happened? Ask the wife, what happened? And they tell me a nurse came in, gave him an injection, he has a reaction, and he died. The nurse is an auxiliary nurse. Yeah, we know what happens if an incompetent nurse gives a medication he has no knowledge about. That happened. So what else do you want us to do to say we don't believe? Whatever they are fighting about, to me, my own opinion, they are fighting about the property. It has nothing to do that what killed Mohbad or
no, Bukola, leave the property that they are fighting.
Okay, yeah.
Let's talk. I'm engaging you now.
Yes, that's what I said. That I will find what happened, and there is no thing like that.
I love asking. We should be asking ourselves questions. Not just shouting. Let's just ask ourselves questions.
No, I'm not shouting. I'm just saying that if I see it and if I don't see anything like there's any eating stuff going on, then yeah. But if there is, yeah, I could investigate more further.
Okay, let me ask you. I will still continue on that question, but let me ask you. You said we've seen people that are driving, but Mohbad was not driving. Mohbad left.
No, I'm not. I just use that as I'm using it
as an example. God bless you.
People just slumber.
Yes. But just hold on. You see, when Mohbad came back to the house, Mohbad was still okay, according to some of them testimonies. And the driver came to tell all of us, at the inquest, the driver said they arrived the abode of Mohbad around 1 o'clock in the early hours of Monday morning. Mohbad went inside.
Supervise, sorry. Yeah. Because we talk about this and you
allow us to
you even played all these questions you've asked me before. You played the drivers.
Calm down.
Okay.
Just calm down, okay? You see that I'm not in a rush. Don't let us be in a rush, okay? Just calm down. It's just questions. We're just asking question and answer section now. That's where we are. Okay? So now, the driver said when they got home, 3 people came out to ask him that if he can take them to a pharmacy. Which means Mohbad was cool when they got home, according to the driver. Nothing happens to him. And I ask you again, on Monday, you put a call through, nothing happened. Until Tuesday, what will be your reaction as the sister to Lady Oluwa, Bukola?
Like I said, I will ask what happened. It's still the same thing. If we're talking about the driver, the last time the driver saw Mohbad was on Sunday night. On Monday morning, he saw Wumi, who gave him the money so that he can go. He did not see Mohbad. So the last time he saw Mohbad, he was hale and healthy, and he walked into the house by himself. So, like, to me, I would say that, okay, he can witness what happened during, like, what causes the injury and stuff like that. He wasn't there when he died. He wasn't there at all. So when people are like his CTC was missing or anything, the statement, I don't know. But if I'm the sister and they tell me like that, what happened? Like I said before, if no nurse was involved, yeah, I would kind of like, yeah, my reaction would be so different from what you're talking about. It would be very, very different. I would accuse everybody in the house. But a nurse was involved. A nurse was being called. Like you said a nurse came overnight and another one came to give him an injection. Nurse were involved. That means it's being taken care of. And somebody give him an injection, yeah, the person giving him an injection should be liable for what happened to him.
Okay, good. Thank you. I think Adedoyin want to ask you. Adedoyin, you can go ahead. No.
Okay. Sorry, I got just 5 minutes before I go. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
No, I don't need to ask you questions. I mean, a super vibe. I think at this time, the case of Mohbad, it's more or less, a calculative murder. So, and I don't really want to be, I don't want to talk too much about it because I see it as a calculative murder. It was a calculative murder. Whoever murdered Mohbad, they calculated the murder and they executed it. So I will leave it like that. So my question is, this nurse, is her name Feishayo or Feishara?
I think it's nurse Feishara. Yeah, I think it's Feishara.
I would say Feishara or Feishayo.
I don't even know. There anyone where she be?
Okay, because if her name is Feishayo, definitely she's not a nurse. And this Feishayo that I have an idea of, she's from Ilesa, Remo in Ogun State. And she's not a nurse. And I don't want to talk too much about that. Okay? So now, just to go back to what the lady said, if I'm going to answer you, just to give you that, just to answer you a little bit, because I don't like talking about this case as much as I would like to. I wouldn't like to talk about it as much as I would like to, because it is more of an assault, foolish, it's just a little bit foolish, arguing about what happened to Mohbad at this point. Because the police said 6 injections were found at the site. And the nurse gave 3 injections. She gave a tetanus injection. She gave a paracetamol injection. Then she gave an antibiotic called cetrazole. The remaining 3 injections, the police they did not actually investigate those 3 injections to know who administered it to Mohbad. Okay? They did not. And Feishayo said, or Feishayo, if it's Feishayo, let me call it Feishayo at this point, or Feishara, however, she said that the injection that she gave Mohbad did not kill Mohbad. She said the injection did not kill Mohbad. Okay? So I'm not going to come on any platform and be debating, talking about the nurse. As we all know, the Nigerian police did not do a good investigation in actually investigating the Mohbad case. How can you find 6 injection, on the site, and you gave us 3, injections, and the remaining injection, the 3 injections cannot be accounted for? What kind of an investigation is that? That is just stupid. I'm sorry. And to come on platform and be talking about the nurse, because the nurse did not kill Mohbad. She said she did not. So why do you want to accuse someone of a murder when she said she did not do it? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So now, I'm going to go back again. I came up because of what somebody said. She said that the child acts, because I think it would be good for us to actually look at these things. She said the child acts, if you have a child for someone before they died, if the child does not belong to them, if they accept the child, let me tell you something. For you to claim anything that belongs to anyone in an estate, even if that child does not belong to that family, you must prove it that the man who died or the person in question actually adopted the child. And there must be a valid document presented in the court of law. you to, I mean, you know, you can't just sit down and say that, okay, well, Mohbad, I'm not going to talk much about the child because, you know, I don't like talking about kids because, you know, that is what I advocate against child bullying. So I'm not going to, you know, bully the child. But let's be factual here and let's think straight. If you are going to take somebody's estate, you need to present evidence. You need to present your evidence to the court to let them know that the father, the deceased father of this child, of the, you know, the deceased man actually adopted the child. But in this case, as we have seen, we have, you know, Prime Boy who came up and he said, well, Mohbad said that this child did not belong to him. The father of the child said the child did not belong to him. And now you want to say that if it comes back, that the, that if it comes back, that, you know, that the DNA proves or the paternity test proves that Mohbad is not the child, then she can still go ahead and claim the child because he can still go, she can go ahead and claim the estate because Mohbad already accepted the child. Let's be careful because some of you are the ones actually, I mean, you know, as much as you speak for this lady, I think you are indirectly actually destroying her case. Why don't you let them do the paternity first and let them go ahead and do what they want to do? Instead of you coming up and saying that, okay, if the child is not the child, then she can go ahead. That means you're already telling us what you're saying now is that the child does not belong to Mohbad. That's what you're saying because you are a spokesperson. You know, it doesn't make sense. So let me just, you know, allow other people to speak.
Okay. Leo, are you there, Mama? Fairy T, are you there?
I'm there because your guest has left.
Oh, sorry, Mama. Leo, are you there? Choco.
Because your guests have left. Sorry, I just want to say something. Okay. I did not talk. What I wanted, you were saying that I'm talking about this. I talked about abusing a minor. That's what I talked about. I didn't say anything about the DNA or anything whatsoever. I'm talking about people abusing a minor. Do I say anything about DNA? No.
No, she's only talking. Yeah, she said people abusing a minor on a different platform. We don't do that on this platform.
I did not say anything about the DNA. Like I said before, I said the DNA is the family problem.
What's an Iboki or whatever? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the previous speaker. That's
okay. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, not you.
Okay, because you said present speaker. That's why I thought like it's me. I never say anything about the DNA. It's family issue. Whether the kid belongs to Mohbad or not, no minor should even be abused or anything whatsoever. And thank you.
The bookie, of course. No minor, regardless, should be verbally abused. But even though it's a cultural norm, you know, if parents or if people are fighting or something, they include their kids, though it is wrong thing to do. But good morning, good afternoon, everybody.
I'm sorry. Please. When we're talking about the norms now, we know that IVF, surrogacies, a lot of things are involved nowadays. When we talk about the DNA or stuff like that, and if both parents are involved in such procedure, nobody whatsoever, even family members, do not have any right to ask for DNA of any child.
Can I say something?
I'm talking about I'm not saying this is what happened.
When I said cultural norm, I said cultural norm.
Okay, hold on.
Meaning that when people are fighting, them verbally abusing a minor, is cultural norm. Cultural, I'm not saying it's a good thing. Okay. And that's why I spelled it out. It's not a good thing, and I don't support that at all. Anyway, I'm not talking about DNA or Liam issue at all, but there's something you actually said. But just for a quick, I don't know whether you're Wumi's sister or Wumi's cousin, I don't know. Or were you in the house? Just a question. It's just out of curiosity.
Are you related to the Aloba? Are you backup singer or anything? I don't, being a family or anything, it has nothing to do with, everybody have an opinion. I mean, the right to their opinion. Be my opinion doesn't mean that I'm related to anybody. Everybody has their opinion.
No, my question is not born out of animosity. It's just out of curiosity. Even though we all are looking for justice, but the type of justice we are looking for or we are championing on differs. Some are looking for justice for Mohbad, justice for Wunmi, justice for Mr. Aloba, justice for Adura, justice for Liam. But I will implore everybody to just put in their conscience in whatsoever they do, they say, just for karma. You said something about a nurse came in, he gave him an injection, and he died. So before the nurse gave him an injection, what led to the nurse giving Mohbad an injection? Because according to the wife, Wunmi, she said he only sustained a minor cut, on his arm. So will a minor cut result to them calling an auxiliary nurse for either from Cotonou, Ghana, or anywhere they might have called her? Will that minor cut result to them calling the nurse? I don't know if you know they have that information.
Well, there are 15 people, like they said, there are 15 people in the house, including the brother. Why does that, what Wunmi said, it's what is much more important than what the other says? Because you said according to Wunmi.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, you never say any. What about what causes the cuts? The doctor, like you said before, the driver was there when the cut happened, when the incident about the cut happened. So why does Wunmi have to say according to Wunmi? You said according to Wunmi. You never said according to the driver or according to spending or according to Adura. Why is it everybody is always like according to Wunmi, according to Wunmi?
I'm going by the driver was not in the house. I'm going by what